Okay, I think we are live here on We Play Games. This is going to be Age of Wonders 4, but we're going to be playing it with some really different stipulations in place. It's going to be a different approach, I think, to playing the game versus what you guys have seen elsewhere. At least that's my hope. Wait, that's not the window I wanted to minimize. There we go. That'll be good. Bam. Oh, yes. All right. There we go. Alright, so welcome to Age of Wonders 4 here on We Play Games. I'm Walker. Oh, criminy. Walker, you forgot to switch the chat over to... One second. I forgot to switch the chat over to live chat. I'm sorry, chat. You can yell at me if you want to. Alright, so here we are in Age of Wonders 4. Age of Wonders 4 is a 4X game by Paradox Interactive and Triumph Studios. I played just like an absolute crap ton of the Age of Wonders Shadow Magic especially, but I played a lot of Age of Wonders 1 and 2. Just shuffling around, but I didn't really play a lot of Age of Wonders 3. I don't know, it just came at like a different point in my life, like different games were catching my attention then. And same with Planetfall, but I really loved Planetfall whenever I got to play it on the channel. I wish I'd played more on the channel because I did do like a lot of the game by myself, but that's okay. Age of Wonders 4 is here. It's fantastic. I'm going to be streaming on Saturdays with Winslaya. We're going to be doing just like a lot of multiplayer stuff. But I want to do single player things too. And there's like a lot of different ways that you can play single player in Age of Wonders 4. So what we're going to be doing here is going to be in strict contrast to like what a lot of other people are streaming. I want to stream Age of Wonders 4 as a roguelike 4X because I think you can do it. It would be helpful from my perspective if Paradox and Triumph would actually give you an option to play like a pure random character, because I would love to be able to do that. We'll do that in a future stream. I'm just saving a little bit of time here, but we're going to be playing on a custom land realm. This has absolutely no modifiers here. We're doing this for a very specific reason, because I'm practicing for the multiplayer stuff with Winslaya, where this is the multiplayer standard. And then we're going to be playing on multiplayer standard for quite a few things, actually. So let's load up our realm. We're going to be playing with 2 players, just 1v1, us versus a computer. We're going to set it to standard player distance. There are some people who play PvP close instead of standard. I think that that's a fine decision for you to make for yourself, but it doesn't necessarily make the game harder. It just shifts like what sort of strategies are powerful around. And so I don't think that you need to be playing on a close or far, depending on what speed you want to be playing on. But rather than playing on brutal difficulty, we're going to make our own difficulty here. So let's go into advanced settings. So here in advanced settings, we are going to be playing against a very hard AI. That one's for sure. But we're also going to be doing, ideally, what I would like to be doing is rulers are generated and then just playing a random ruler here. But given that you have to roll on random.org right now to achieve that, we're not gonna do that. Instead, what we're going to do is just pick a race or a faction that we've built before, talk about it a little bit, load it up, and run it through the roguelike. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be only auto-resolving battles against the AI, and we're also going to be switching starting conditions around to mirror PvP a little closer. So world threat, we're going to set to normal. Let's talk about, or rather to low. Let's talk about why these are the settings that people choose for PvP. Do they make the game easier, harder? Does it even matter? So starting conditions, normal. Starting conditions is a symmetrical effect, as is world threat, and therefore it doesn't necessarily make the game easier or harder versus the AI, it just slows it down, which is why on PvP they generally play on normal starting conditions, so that way if you start with like an extra support unit or a polearm, you'll start with a support unit. And hey, starting with a support unit, that's a pretty big deal. World threat low is also a huge bonus to the AI. They're much better at taking control of ancient wonders and important things on the board if you give them more resources. Playing on high world threat just means that like neither you nor the AI can grow particularly effectively unless you manual a bunch of battles and cheese things, which is not a great representation of PvP. PvP is about speed, and anything above low slows the game down a lot. But I think you can play on the higher world threats. Just be aware that neither of these really make the game harder versus the people you're trying to beat. They just make it slower, which, you know, if game speed slow is what you want, you can definitely go there. Right now, PvP standard is to play on normal. I don't know if that's ever going to change to playing on fast. I'm not in charge of these things. I don't know if anyone's in charge of these things. But those are going to be our setup. It's going to be our setup. And as I mentioned, we're going to auto-resolve every single battle here. If there are any complicated battles, which look like they produce fun results, we're going to watch. But if we auto-resolve and we lose a unit, we lose a unit. If we auto-resolve and we die to the AI, we auto-resolve and we die to the AI. And that's what we're doing here, because we're playing Age of Wonders 4 as a roguelike. I think it's so much fun, and it's a great way to unlock stuff. So we are going to be playing with this character here, Tristane Codwell. I've given him the Tome of Zeal. I think Zeal is, generally speaking, I think it's stronger than Tome of the Horde in a vacuum. Tome of the Horde is very particular to the setup that Brutal produces for you, which is lower starting units, harder like creep spawns. So like, yes, Tome of the Horde is good there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's great in like PvP or anything like that. It's effective because the things that the Chaos tree gets you in Imperium are quite nice, but that doesn't mean that it's like oppressive by any means. There are lots of ways to get high ranking units relatively early, and we're going to be doing a little bit of that here ourselves, because we are going to be playing as a feudal culture. We're going to be playing a feudal culture with a champion hero, so that's extra experience points for us, as well as the fact that we have adaptable here and prolific swarmers, so that way we get access to the chaos tree, and scions of evil, because we're going to be really evil. Like, it's just kind of the nature of what we're trying to do here, which is get a whole lot of resources as quickly as we can, because that's how you're gonna win in this. So let's load it up. I hope the audio balance is good. I've made some changes in OBS to try to make it so that Discord is a little better. And we didn't talk about Resilient. So I really like Resilient for PvP purposes. I think that Resilient and Resistance are both very, very powerful things to take as traits. They slow you down considerably during the creep phase, especially versus either hit points or regeneration. But they're very, very strong in a knockdown throwdown fight. I don't know which one is actually stronger, but I like testing with Resilient, because if you can carry this all the way through to the end game, you're going to benefit from it. And Scions of Evil, of course, this is just going to be a lot of extra Imperium, because we're going to declare war on minor city-states pretty consistently. Alright, so we see here at the beginning of the game, there is a small creature cage over here. There's mana over here, but you can also just scout around in the fog itself to look for items. So here we see a watchtower. There's a bronze ancient wonder. Is there anything else out here in the fog? Oh, there's another bronze ancient wonder. Okay, alright. I don't see any banners though. Oh, wait, there's a bronze ancient wonder and a banner. Ooh. Alright, so that might be the direction that we're going to be sending our main army in, because that's a really strong combination. And there's a watchtower down here too. Alright, well, maybe we're just going to ignore this this spawner. It's right there, and it would be great value for us. But maybe we'll just send this scout over here, grab this, send the spawned unit up here just to scout it, and then send everybody this way. We'll find out. But one thing that we did not start near us are any way to get extra gold. That's kind of what we were really looking for at the beginning of the game. Gold is so good. Gold's so good. Oh, we got an Inferno puppy. All right, great. It's not the strongest of the evolutionary line things, but it does evolve. And it evolves into something with a lot of speed, which is really helpful. Because it is a very effective scout. So let's see. I think the right thing to do here on like PvP standard settings is to recruit another hero right away. Even if you don't find gold, it's a lot of power that you get access to if you can level them up a lot. And even if you can't, like just getting a little bit of experience on them is a pretty meaningful upgrade to your cities. So yeah, we'll recruit another hero. Yawn if you've seen that before, but I think it is genuinely very powerful right now in Age of Wonders 4. I don't know if that's going to be something they're going to rebalance in the future or not, but probably not is my guess. Heroes, I think, should be good. Okay, so there's mana right here. That I do not hate to see because it means that we can take the mana. Man, maybe we just clear out the spawner and then move east. That's like splitting the difference in a way, which means that our troops won't do anything for a little while, which I'm not thrilled with, but you don't want to miss out on a banner. They're very, very strong, especially if you have two heroes. Yeah, we can take one turn to clear this out and then set an outpost up. That'll be fine. Alright, and we can use the fact that we have a hero here to just go ahead and attack straight into the mana. And as we said, we are going to auto-combat it. We'll see if the archers killed anybody. No, they did not. Good. It would have been annoying. I've seen it happen, but what are you going to do? So there's the small monster den. Yeah, I think setting up an outpost up here makes sense. But given that we got mana, we can actually go ahead and click Summon Zealot on turn 1, which is great. I would love to be able to... maybe we should just buy a scout here. Yeah, I mean, it means that we can't spend our gold productively in terms of industry next turn, which is pretty painful. But maybe we'll get gold from the small monster den. We'll find out. Arcane Research. We missed the fanatical workforce roll. But we did get that extra gold, or the extra mana, so I'm happy to just shuffle again. Yeah, Fanatical Workforce, it's a really strong ability. We will see it in action shortly. Alright, yeah, I think that's a really solid turn 1 here. There was some thought in my mind to breaking Tristane off to just scout ahead, but we already have this hero to scout ahead anyway. Alright, so we need to get Tristane here in order to be able to be in range of this fight. Yep. Should the Inferno party... Yeah, Inferno should be a part of it. Bring the pup in. I guess that means that we move the heroes separately for movement point purposes. It seems a little spooky, but I think it's worth it. Alright, auto combat. Don't kill a hero here. Whew, closer than I'd like. But we did get a mirror shield. Ooh, and we see production over here. Awesome. It is production that's guarded, but that's okay. We can deal with that. Is there a magical resource over here? Because that's the other thing that we're really looking for. And it. Ooh, no, there's not a magical resource. Oh no, there is a magical resource, but more importantly, there's a minor city-state over here, because look at that border. So we're gonna probably just keep Tristane and friends around and pillage this territory, because I see a farm too, which means they've already grown up at least one pop. And I'm hungry. I am hungry for some money. I think we can send Tristane ahead here. We could split, of course, somebody off to go see if that's guarded. That's probably worth doing. It is indeed guarded. It's draft, which we don't have the gold to really utilize at the moment. But that's okay. Because the other thing we get to do here is we get to add a zealot to the board. Do a little bit of scouting. Alright, so there's a great bird nest here and an iron golem. Alright. Alright, friend. An iron golem. Yeah. Alright, we'll need to get... Well, that's why we have chaos in the build. Chaos gets us access to something in the Imperium tree that'll allow us to actually gain units when we attack these spawners, which is a pretty big increase in terms of your fighting capability. Make sure that the audio is on in OBS. Yeah, it's good. All right. So here we are building probably in Ederton, because we did manage to pick up a pop. If you pick up a pop, then building a boosted vendor is very, very good. And we're going to need just an outrageous amount of gold. So I think this is good. Let's go ahead and take that. And we'll take a boosted vendor. Because very soon we are going to just have an infinite amount of production. We don't really even need to build a workshop. But we might slot it in there. We'll find out. But it's generally unnecessary. Generally you just build gold. This looks like a good place to pause our turn. I think that's right. Yeah, we'll send this scout out here just to see if we can hold down the fort on this banner. If we lose it to the AI because we're busy sacking the city, that's unfortunate, but I think the right call. Oh baby, it's a size 6. It's a size 6. Oh my god. Well, does that change anything for us? Let's see, where can we build an outpost? We could build an outpost immediately over the underground passage. I wouldn't hate doing that. And then we can use that as a location from which we can heal. And then we can send our troops in to just pillage the absolute living crap out of Stone Root. We'll see what level their hero is. That's the big danger of declaring war on a size 6. But if their hero's only like level 4 and they don't have a lot of high tier units, then we're just going to have a lot of units, period, because we're going to be able to take probably another peasant spear after this. Yeah, I think we'll get another peasant spearman after this. And then that plus the extra zealots we'll be summoning will hopefully give us more than enough strength to just punch through whatever that Stone Root has. All right, yeah, let's scout up here. That's good. We should also park on the underground passage and just see what's down here. Oh, there's a spawner down there. Okay, that's good to know. That does put the Zealot out of range for this fight, but Zealot experience points and HP are like kind of they're a disposable resource for a reason. Can we get in range to fight the Marauder Guard too? Yes, we can fight these Marauder Guards if we move our main stack here. Oh boy, and there's pastures there that are guarded. So if we fight the pastures, we can take control of them and get more experience points and, more importantly, more food. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. All right, let's move the Inferno Pup here, and we will attack. This might end up costing us the Inferno Pup, but I think it's generally going to be worth it because I want to get that vendor online. Oh, nope, we got the battle and nobody lost, or nobody died, and we hit level 2. That is going to be enormous for us, because now we can actually throw some real power together. Let's get experienced leader on our general. It's painful that we have to do that instead of taking Lord of Magic, but I think we wanted to do that, because I think we're going to go ahead and give this character here Lord of War. And that means that this is going to be a really terrifying scout for us. But now we can also kick somebody out of this lineup here and put the Inferno Pup on us. And the Inferno Pup is going to be gaining experience passively, because if we can get this up to a champion level, it'll evolve into Inferno Hound. Inferno Hound, that's a nice little upgrade that we can get for free. Same with the Peasant Pikeman. And we'll intentionally take this turn, I think, just to reposition and heal a little bit. this is where having a regeneration perk would be really helpful, but I think that trade-off is broadly worth it for us. Especially because we could attract population. No, we don't have enough gold to build a market, even if it's boosted. Although we could next turn. I wouldn't hate doing that, actually. Yeah, you know what? Let's produce merchandise for 1 turn, and then next turn we can boost for 15 Imperium. Grab this pasture here, I guess, for extra pop growth, and then throw a market in the mix, because more gold is more gold. More gold is more gold. That's the most important thing. We don't have enough mana to do that, though. Yeah, bummer that we had to take Experience Leader here, but I think we did need to. So we can send the Inferno Puppy ahead to activate this fight. We can't do it with the Scout, though. Oh, but we could... No, we can't bring the Zealot into range either. Maybe this is where we just declare... Let's just scout over here and see what Stone Road looks like. Because it might make sense for us to clear Lucid Forest first. If we clear Lucid Forest, that gets us control of a bronze position. Lots of experience points. Some nice little strength that we'll pick up. And that should make it easier for us to sack these guys. Yeah, I think we can send the Scout over here just to be available to activate fights. This one is the important one. Ooh, there's another free city. It's a size 1 free city. I don't know. I don't know, free city. If you want to stick around for long term, I think you're gonna have to be our vassal. And the most evil way for us to accomplish that is to declare war on you. And we are Scions of Evil, so we're gonna do that. Let's see. I think just attacking these Marauder Guards is probably still safe. There are some units here that it would be annoying to lose, like an Inferno Puppy that's already that far along, but it only evolves into a tier 2. We do not want to make this exchange. Yeah, just attack them. It's more evil. Good. All right. Lost nothing. And now, this is more gold. This is a lot more gold if we can take this and produce a market super fast. Yeah, you know, let's go over here. Let's grab that gold, or the production rather, for the gold. We're going to need to attract population, though, to make sure that it is being boosted, because otherwise it is itself a waste of production and gold to build. And you say, oh, it's 9 turns, Walker, you're never going to get there. But what you forgot is my secret trap card. I'm about to get Fanatical Workforce online next turn, and then we're going to cast it, and then instead of being at 21 production, we'll be at 81 production, and then we'll get a market online pretty quickly. Then it'll pay very, very fast dividends. But that does mean that we can't cast Summon Zealot this turn, because we do need the mana. We had to re-roll for Fanatical Workforce, and we did not take the Mana Lord as our first upgrade. Can we get in range to fight these guys? Not this turn. Oh, that's annoying. Maybe we don't attack them. Maybe we just go this way and clear the Great Bird Nest. It would mean missing out on the spawner bonus thing from, right, Condemnation or Legion of Zeal. I think the AI doesn't ever cast spells in battle, as far as I can tell, so Condemnation doesn't do as much as it should, but that's okay. It's still worth picking up. Alright, so these guys can't actually activate the fight with the Iron Golem here. That's annoying. But I think we can still get everybody into range, and this is a healing spot for us for both armies. So this is definitely worth going for here. Oh no, they're not in range. One more turn. Oops. but that'll be good, because this is going to be a lot of extra experience points. It might cost us a unit or two, but some of you may die, but that is a price I'm willing to pay. And we'll produce a peasant pikeman, because now our gold economy is about to soar. As soon as we attack these guys, we're going to declare war on Stone Root and just send some folks in to do some pillaging. This zealot is going to grab that, get 75 gold. Let's see. Oh, and of course, by attacking them and destroying them, we can get pacification. This would be a lot more useful if we were doing it the other way around and attacking the size 1, because that would make the size 6 like us a lot more. But that's okay. It's not necessary for us to have pacification pay off every time. You include things like that because they're situationally useful, and if the situation doesn't arrive, then the situation doesn't arrive. It is the way. But we can send Tristane ahead. It costs us a little bit of experience points here, but I think the main two that we want to be healing here anyway are these guys. So they can heal this turn without it costing us anything. Fanatical workforce is on, outpost is founded. We could build palisade walls, but we really do need gold. We need so much gold. Ooh, coal well, all right. So now there's a hostile AI over here. A hostile miner. All right, well, we might scout tax them. We've got a scout right here, and they've got a conduit right there. I wouldn't hate getting 75 gold in 2 turns. So they already attacked us, those crazy, crazy guys. Edgerton's building. I don't think it makes sense for us to attract another pop here, because you do need an outrageous amount of Imperium in this game. Mostly, I think you only want to be doing this if you're getting boosts out of it. If you're getting boosts out of it, then it's good. But I think that's really kind of the only opportunity for you to do that profitably. Yeah, we'll just end the turn here. And we'll save this production for later. It's unlikely to be sniped by the AI. And there we go, we healed up a whole lot. Awesome. And we will use the scout to start the fight. I think the scout is the most disposable of these units. Oh no! Oh no, the Inferno puppy died. Well, you know, that happens. But I think it was still worth the exchange for us. Because Inferno Puppy only levels up into a tier 2 unit. That's a pretty meaningful downside to that versus like the Copper Golems there. Copper Golems upgrade into tier 3. They upgrade into the Iron Golem. So they're just much, much stronger. We do now have enough gold to build a work camp. I don't hate doing that, but let's see how quickly this Fanatical Workforce is actually going to build this. Yeah, alright, the market's going to be done in 1 turn. So we probably do not have the gold necessary to build and use a work camp here, at least not at the moment. We could if we started pillaging these guys, and they only have a level 3 leader. Yeah, you know, I don't hate it. I don't hate it, because what we could do is we could just attack Lucid Forest, because I think we have the strength necessary to do it here. We have a level 2 and tier 2s. So yeah, we should be able to clear this Lucid Forest on low world threat. And that means that these guys are gonna need a job. So maybe the job is attacking Stone Root. Yep, declare war. Go ahead and pillage. Go ahead and pillage. Go ahead and pillage. Oh, yeah, Silver Pond Banner. That's going to be a really great city if we can get it. So we may end up actually, rather than burning Colwell to the ground, rather than raising it, we might annex this directly. We will have plenty of Imperium for it, because we are absolute evil, or will be very soon. That is one of the benefits to raising a size 6 here, if we can do it, is that's a lot of gold you get. I think that's it for this turn, though. I don't know if we want to send these guys to attack, given that they have relatively low HP, and this is 9+ turns, so we'll probably just save the Great Bird Nest for after the Stone Root. I think all we're doing here is going to be getting closer to Lucid Forest, and fighting that Bronze Wonder next turn. We will not sell 12 knowledge for 120 gold. I'll take almost anything for extra gold, but not knowledge. We need our tech. Okay, so this dude can move to Lucid Forest first. We'll just see what we need. I think it's mana though. Yeah, alright. We're not gonna have that. We do have to fight tier 4s though, which is pretty horrifying. I think we should still be okay though, because we do have a level 2 hero on both of these guys. Let's make sure we have all of our equipment that we need. Yep, everything looks good there. I should have taken, rather than Lord of War, I should have taken like the Lightning Evoker. Lightning Evoker is a very powerful thing for auto-resolve to have access to. Wish us luck, everybody. It's a risky battle. Alright, we did it. Good. Ooh, alright, so we can get a Spirit Wolf unit right now. I would love to have a tier 3 done. And now, because this is our Bronze Wonder, we actually can heal here. So we can just send that hero over here, this guy over here. We probably should just start the siege. And we will add siege projects because we are fighting a relatively powerful foe, but also this is going to be a really great opportunity for us to get some extra experience points pretty easily. So yeah, we'll just do some pillaging. Have a nice little pillage party here on Stone Root. Alright, Peasant Pikemen spawned, so we will send you up to the front. I don't hate getting a couple of these guys. Generally speaking, tier 1s they do drop off pretty quickly, so you do need to be careful about overloading on them. But they're much better when they can evolve, and Peasant Pikemen evolve into defenders, which are real units. Let's see. I think here it is probably okay to build a workshop. We need a mine in order to build a mint with a boost, so we can switch this guy over to a mine. But in order to do that and keep the boost on the mint, we do need 3 farms. So I think it makes sense for us to just run the farm for now. The farm will get us an extra pop in 5 turns, and that's only being deflated because of Fanatical Workforce. But once we do that, we can pick up one of these guys as a farm, I guess, and then switch this over to a mint. That does mean right now, I think picking up Workshop is okay. I don't think you have to with Zeal, but I don't hate getting it, and if you're gonna get it, then getting it earlier is better. Yeah, we'll take Inspiring Chant. 4's fine. I don't want to spend too many turns doing that, but we are gonna get a lot of knowledge. We're gonna get 150 knowledge because this siege is gonna finish on turn 11, and then we're going to be able to pick up knowledge extraction, which means that when we kill the leader of Stone Root here, we'll get 150 knowledge. It's like 2.5 turns of knowledge. That'll be pretty neat. That'll be pretty neat. But yeah, we definitely need to pick up Lord of Magic with our next level up with our leader. Kind of no way around it. Given that these guys are basically never gonna repair their city here, I think that we're just gonna pillage everything and raze it to the ground, and then funnel all of the money that we would have gotten into this outpost. So I'm gonna put a palisade walls up. I don't want our outpost to die, and this will help defend if we end up pillaging or razing Stone Root to the ground. Which is a great way to get evil. Great way to get evil. I guess we could take pacification here. It's fine. We have a couple of minor cities near us, but given that this one is currently hostile and this one is currently hostile, we're unlikely to attack Quentin anytime soon. So I think giving them a Whispering Stone here is probably okay. We could build a stonemason, but I kind of don't think that's good. I think that's overkill. Given that, is it appropriate to just click attract population here and grab a quarry? Maybe. That's a lot of Imperium that we're missing out on by doing that, but it would give us a way to use our production turn here a little more efficiently. And it would actually switch us over to being able to build Town Hall 2, which would be huge for us. Yeah, you know, I think picking up a boosted Town Hall 2 here is worth 60 Imperium. Generally speaking, boosting is pretty rough, but sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it is worth it. And Clergy Commons uses quarries, so I am going to take a quarry here, because we're going to need just an infinite amount of mana, too. And now we can work on a Town Hall 2 with our fanatical workforce doing just a tremendous job pushing this out. It's going to be built on turn 10, and then on turn 11, we're going to finish conquering Stone Root. And then on like turn 15 or 16 or whatever, it'll finish raising and we'll get like 700 gold. So we'll have the money necessary to do some pretty significant upgrades. Let's see. All right, so this army is our main army, and I think it's fine just healing here. Actually, it's fully healed, so it can just go here. Yeah, the fact that we got a Spirit Wolf out of this Lucid Forest is going to be really sweet. I think we're okay with where the rest of this is. Peasant Pikemen. I'm not gonna rush out a Peasant Pikeman for this fight, even though that would allow it to participate. Actually, it would only be 16 gold to rush here. Yeah, that's worth it, because it'll allow the pikemen to actually participate in this siege, because it's going to take what, like 3 turns to get here. Yeah, so that should be good. I don't know if I want to walk right past these guys, though. I think they will attack us. But that'll get the Peasant Pikeman into the siege and maybe get experience points. Maybe it'll die, but if it dies, that's a skill issue for the Peasant Pikeman. I think we'll do one more, but after that, I'm just going to wait, because we're going to have access to defenders. Actually, maybe we'll just not build it, because we are going to have defenders in 2 turns. That saves us half of a defender. Yeah, that's worth it. Let's just save the gold. Fanatical workforce, we're gonna have to come up with some mana solutions for that pretty soon, because we are burning through our mana. But once we're the Lord of Magic, then our mana gets fixed pretty quickly. All right, so we have a first Guardian, Tugrum Hammerhall. Mountain dwarves, they're industrious, great builders, and adept settlers. Tough defensive tactics. This is going to be an interesting one. It doesn't tell us what their starting tome was anywhere, does it? Doesn't look like it. But they have 5 Materium affinity, so they're going to be plopping down a lot of really annoying to remove outposts very quickly. So we need to be careful about that. It might be necessary for us to plop an outpost right over here and grab this Lucid Forest as well. So yeah, I think our plan is take this guy out, get the spawn boost, take out the Great Bird Nest, turn this into a city, and then go over here, found an outpost, and then come down here, grab Colwell, because that's our most efficient route to take care of this territory, I hope, because it does put us close to this banner, but we might miss it out. It's very possible. But we're up to a very evil alignment, so good. The pain train is coming to Stone Root. We'll get these guys onto the commander. That's gonna finish pillaging. That's gonna finish pillaging. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of cash. We are gonna have a lot of cash. It's probably not a bad idea to just queue up a fanatical workforce rather than waste the casting points, though, because we are playing as a champion, which means that our casting points are not gonna actually grow as we gain levels, which is a meaningful downgrade versus the Wizard Kings. Wizard Kings are very powerful because of the ability to cast just a ton of spells, but a champion is a great thing if you're trying to level up a whole bunch of units, and we've 3 Peasant Pikemen out here that we're working on hopefully upgrading. It's not like an insane amount, but you don't need to spend all your gold on tier 1 units. you can do a lot with tier 2s. Alright, so the pillage here in Stoneroot is basically done. So I'm going to send our scout over here to just check out this underground passage. Not enough movement points left in the army to go down, but we'll hang out on the passage and check it out next turn. And we could pillage this quarry, but the army is like right around the corner, so I'd rather, yeah, let's see if we can find another minor city out here, because we are going to have pacification here, and we're going to pick up knowledge extraction to conquer Colwell, and I want to have good relations with at least one minor city. It's just a great way for us to utilize the fact that we have order as part of our build. Let's see, we've got these guys hanging out. I think, let's see, I think we bring the zealots in. There's no reason to not have them. And yes, they just missed out on fanatical workforce, so it's a good thing that we queued that up. Because we got just an infinite amount of money to spend on stuff now. And that means we can build tier 2 units once the castle's done. We'll probably start with a bannerman, but we are going to be gaining Lucid Forest during the Rally of the Lieges, hopefully, assuming we can clear this great bird nest and build the outpost. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to put a pause on turn 10. I think that looks good. Oh yeah, you will absolutely get whatever you want, hero. Another level up, and it's on the path that we were going to be going on anyway. So that's a good deal. It's a great deal. All right, I think this is our attack, but we don't want to take it first. We do want to take these nice little Imperium bonuses first. We want to get 50 knowledge for destroying the city, and we want to get this thing here, fruitful integration, so that way the cities that we found are higher pop and founded faster. I don't think we're going to take Call of Chaos just yet. I think we take that next turn, because we want this turn to found a city. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And now we're going to be fighting a tier 4 out here, which is a little spookier, or a level 4, which is a little spookier. They did gain a level during this siege, but we should be able to beat them. There might be some losses involved, but at this point in the game, sacrificing a little bit of like chaff for some serious experience points on your heroes is worth it. And we're going to make it a little easier for us, because we did do harass defenders. Okay, so we did lose double pikemen. That looks a little rough, except realistically, we were going to need to replace them with defenders anyway. They were just doing us the favor of replacing themselves. But they died, so we're going to have to pick up defenders. That's sometimes the way it goes. Sometimes that is just the way it goes. But this is a great opportunity for us to build a levy camp. We're going to get 1 billion pops pretty quickly, even while running fanatical workforce with a levy just surrounded by farms. And then after we've like completely surrounded it by farms like an insane person, we can switch things over to mines. But levy camps is, we're going to get so many pops. And now we get Lord of Magic. Oh my god, our economy is gonna be so happy. And our hero leveled up here. So we do have access now, because we have a second commander. We could get a second army with the experienced leader, but there's not a lot of troops for this character to lead around at the moment. And so I'd rather take something that's going to be useful kind of no matter what. And so if we can take Condemn, that'll make the zealots that we're about to spam a lot more useful. But then also we're going to be able to pick up Fire Evoker next level up, which is going to be huge for auto-resolve purposes. Alright, so given that our pikemen both died, we're going to raise this city, and we're going to tell this zealot. Alright, wait, let's select it this way. Yeah, get these guys out of here. All right, Zealot, your job. Look at me. You have one job. Burn this city to the ground. That's your job. And then we'll bring these guys back over here to heal. And then next turn we'll get 50 Imperium, so we can click Call of Chaos. And then we should be able to fight this Great Bird Nest, even though we did lose some units there, because we still have a Spirit Wolf. That's a pretty big deal when it comes to being pretty powerful early in the game. Yep, Imperium's still looking good. Oh, and of course we can sell this this hero. And that gets us a whole lot of new equipment to play around with. Let's see what we got. An Arcfire Orb. That's no good to the leader here, but that'll be great on our secondary character. Oh, and there was a pony. Okay, that's not cool. You know what's cool? A flying eagle friend thing. That's cool. A pony, that's just sell it for 14 gold. Just get it out of here. I'll keep the Spirit Orb around in case there's somebody who shows up with a staff, because I think generally I prefer orbs to staves. But that's one of those things that like kind of depends on what your goal is. Here, our goal is just take Legion of Zeal, because we'll get a new tome on turn 11. All right, let's pick a new tome. So what are we going to do with our new tome? We definitely need mana. I think that's pretty clear, because we just don't have any. And there's a cold spot right here, which we are going to build a city here, which means that we can get stuff out of cryomancy, which would be neat, because that would push us further down the path of shadow and get us to more mana here. But there's also a lot of mana available through Astral Affinity. Getting to the right of Astral Abundance is very, very strong. So if we knew we were playing against a mystic, then I would probably take Tome of Warding. Tome of Warding, because of the defense against elemental damage that you get as a minor race transformation, is outrageously strong against mystics. Very, very good. And also Staves of Warning, very, very, very good against mystics. But against non-mystics, this is a pretty bad tome. There are reasons that people dunk on it. Phantasm Warriors are really nice. They do fight relatively strong for a tier 1, but they are a tier 1 and they do not evolve, and that makes them just way worse than the things that do. Tome of Evocation is an outrageous amount of mana, and so just deserves consideration from us right now. I think we do need to take something that's going to get us mana. Tome of Roots is okay if you're going to have access to a lot of forests and swamps, but at the moment we're going to have like no forests or swamps, so that doesn't help us there. And we're not taking Tome of Faith because we don't need research just yet. We just need mana. Tome of Souls, I don't think so. School of Cryomancy is just, it's only 3 mana. That's the big problem. So I think we are going to have to take Tome of Evocation here just to get access to more mana, because that's the big rate limiting step on our economy at the moment.
Just as you may effectively utilize the protection.
So we can take Lightning Blades, but given that we're going to be pushing out mana, it might make sense to take Summon Lesser Storm Spirit. That seems kind of at odds with what we've been saying, but Storm Spirits evolve, and so that gets us a summon that evolves instead of the Zealots. So here, yeah, let's get into contact with this. Oh shoot, I should have done that before we conquered the city, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Oh, it's a size 7 too. Oh my god, it's a size 7 that's gonna be really happy with us because we destroyed the size 6 on this side of the world. That works out pretty well. That means that definitely our next thing in terms of Imperium is going to be this still, but I think the next thing is going to be diplomatic channels, and we'll drop a stone out here in Choke Point. Alright, so I think we're gonna have you just pillage this conduit. It's gonna be extra gold. And that's kind of where we are in terms of what our economy needs. Even though we did just get 1 billion and we're gonna get 1 billion more, we're gonna need it. Just trust me, we're gonna need it. After the levy camp, we're definitely building clergy commons though. We need mana. We need mana, Walker. There's mana right here. Get it together. Get it together, boy. Alright, so we take Call of Chaos. So now whenever we defeat an infestation, we get a unit. So we'll go ahead and send these guys in. We have level 3 heroes here, so this should be fine. Yeah, almost killed one of our dudes, but almost isn't everything. And oh, Jesus Christ, we got a tier 4 weapon. Okay, well, we got a tier 4 weapon, everybody. Let's see. So now we can expand into this Arcanium ore. I think it makes sense for us to just take a conduit, even though it does literally nothing for us in terms of our growth of Abbey Vale. We just need mana. And on that note, we will attract a pop and just need way less mana. Look at that, 59. We did it. That's almost the fun number, or one of the fun numbers. All right, let's see here. Set production. Abbey Vale. We do now have a governor, and now absolutely we have the money necessary to just recruit another hero because we have a second city on the books. So 20 fortification health doesn't really do anything I care about. Hero of the Meek is okay. This is a great way for you to level up storm spirits because they will keep them alive, and then you can rotate them out to a better commander afterwards. But this is important to keep in mind in regards to what we're currently doing. I don't like Beastmaster. Specialist Engineer is pretty good. Anything that gets you saves on gold is pretty solid, and this also saves on production, which is great. And then these are our level 3s, so we're not going with either of those guys. This, I think, is actually Specialist Engineer here, just because he already has a greatsword, and that means he's going to come with the right skills to use it. And we just got a tier 4 greatsword, so yeah, let's add another hero here. You get the Anathema, and I think you're gonna need to be a Lord of something. What should you be the Lord of? Lord of Crops might make sense. That would be pretty good, actually. And then you could actually be the new governor of that city up there. And then I think Sprint is actually critical for a great sword wielder. So yeah, now actually we don't even need you to be the governor, even though you do get, no, you're the Lord of War. You get nothing. So yeah, we'll just throw you up in Abbey Vale and grow this like crazy. This will be great because we'll burn Stone Root down 3 turns. 2 turns we'll grab another pop, so we can just immediately grab focus crystals. We'll need to pass 1 turn with it built, but that's, you know, hey, you do what you got to do in the name of the law, right? And we will build a vendor, I guess, even though it's going to be overcosted and slow built, because we're gonna cast Fanatical Workforce on Abbey Vale next turn. Let's see. Yeah, let's go to the Underground Passage. Ooh, and there's a Spring of Youth over there, but unfortunately it's not ours. But fortunately, we do have a scout nearby, so what we're going to do is we're just going to move the scout and just park it on the Spring of Youth, scout this area out from it, but we'll just leave the unit here, so that way the AI can't clear it themselves. We're just going to be as rude as we can. That's what I just said. We're going to be as rude as we can. Alright, let's see. You need to heal. Do you want to get, no, you got Condemn, right? So who else should be gaining experience with our main commander here? I guess we could break off these defenders just to heal. I think that's okay. And then we bring the bird in, the burb. Bring in the burb. I wish to see the baby. And then, yeah, you can just hang out. Like, that's cool. That's cool. Just hang out. You'll have a great time. There's some thought in my mind to just attacking these guys while we pillage Stone Root. We might do that with this Tristine Codwell, but I don't know about Drasaba the Philosopher. Actually, yeah, you know what? Let's use our new great sword wielder. Let's also give this to the Great Sword Wielder, because their hit points are going to go down a little faster than I'd like, because we didn't manage to pick up defense or vigor or anything like that. Kind of needed sprint and Lord of Crops, and it came with fighting instead of a defensive ability. But that's a fixable problem. And if this banner is still here when we get down there with 3 heroes, oh, it's gonna be fantastic. I was insulted. Get out of here, insulting me. Rude. So here we can finish this for 12 gold. We have the gold to just finish out the levy camp. Great deal. Now I think it makes sense to grab this farm here. Yeah, grab this farm here, so potentially we're close to the Temple of the Tome. But now we have 4 farms. We don't need 4 farms. We can switch this over to a mine, so that way we can keep pushing gold into Ederton. So it's 3 more turns. That's okay. We can wait 3 turns. I am gonna take a quick break here though, because I do need to use the restroom, so I'll be right back, everybody. All right, I apologize for that. I'm going to timestamp this video probably on Sunday. I'm going to timestamp it. I just want to do some demarcations, and I'll mark where the bio breaks are, so that way you guys don't have to watch them if you're watching this VOD after the fact. All right, so we got up to where we could trade for Archon Blood. Combat casting points is more useful in multiplayer than it is in single player, just because like especially if you're auto resolving things, you just don't have a lot of. Oh, I forgot to pin this. There we go. Because your AI is just not going to cast spells a lot. It's what it boils down to. But we could trade for some food. I wouldn't hate trading for some food. It's a little bit of mana, but we did just dramatically increase the amount of mana that we have floating around. And on that note, we're gonna cast Fanatical Workforce again. We just want to get Fanatical Workforce through. It's very good. It's very good. All right, so we can get our troops into position here. Are you healed enough to participate in this? I think you're healed enough to participate in this. If you die, I'll be very disappointed in you. You're gonna get a letter from somebody. Alright, good. You're not fired this time, whatever your name is. Jerwasa the Philosopher. But you can go back actually and heal right there. That'll be good. And then I think Abbeyvale, oh, you're growing again. Alright, so Abbeyvale could actually work with a levy improvement here, and then could do some farming here. So yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's add a quarry here, and then we will be able to chuck, once we get to Town Hall Castle, we'll be able to chuck a special improvement there. And because we did take the dude who gets us a nice little bonus, that's gonna save us some real construction points. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. There's their capital. Oh my god, there's their capital. Well, we will see if we have time to do everything that we had planned, because one of the win cons, of course, is just eliminate the AI here. If not, then I think we're going to go to just like a set number of turns. I think it's going to just be like whoever is in highest overall ranking in 50 turns, and if it's not me, then I'll surrender, and if it is and we're like sieging their capital, we'll probably finish it out. But I like the flexibility that the game offers you. I love the fact that I can come up with this, because I like cubing in Magic. I like doing things that are just a little different when it comes to ways to interact with the media. We could send Tristane ahead of these guys. It's not like they're really getting anything valuable, and being able to plop down an outpost right here would actually be really great when it comes to fighting Colwell, and be really great when it comes to being annoying to Strongwall, because it's like right outside their capital. So yeah, let's split these guys off. Costs us a few experience points on this army, but they're not critical units. They're useful units at best. Let's scout around Strongwall, see what we see. 100 fortification. Alright, well, 100 fortification makes me way less interested in declaring war on them, because sieging through that is going to take forever. But that's okay, we can still do some damage here in Colwell, get some extra gold this way. And then I think we'll just, yeah, we'll raise Stone Root to the ground, capture Colwell, take control of Silver Pond, give it to Colwell, hopefully get this banner, and then maybe we'll come back and clear the Temple of the Tome. But that's like back, and our army needs to be forward. You can heal, that's okay. We do have enough gold that we can just use it to build a pikeman here. That's okay with me too. And then I think that's it for this turn. I think our Imperium economy needs to be moving forward. I think we probably need to still pick up diplomatic channels, but we really need to get to the point where we're just spending our Imperium on cities, because we need to absorb this city, which is going to be 200, and then we'll want to refound Stone Root, so that way we can use it as probably a vassal. But either way, we want to make it a real thing, because we want to get access to Silver Tongue Fruit. The more magical things you get access to, the stronger you're going to be. I don't think there are any other scouts that we want to send around anywhere. You do need to heal. Yeah, you need to heal. And we don't have that outpost out just yet. So yeah, that looks like turn 13. Day 14 dawns. How many days left on this? All right, in one more turn, we're going to have an end to our pillage party. But we're going to move these guys forward because we are going to found this this outpost right here. And then I guess we're going to reconnect the army so that way they can get back to getting experience points. And we will bring these guys forward. We will probably want to get this guy with the level up experience point bonus next as his next pick, because this is going to be our commander for our second army because they are the Lord of War. But at the moment they don't have it, so I guess we'll give them we'll give you the unit for now. But you do need to learn how to teach them. All right, so we will cast Fanatical Workforce on Abbeyvale. This is just going to be a lot more production, which is just always going to be great. That does slow down our growth into 5 pops, but that's okay. Gives us some time to build some other infrastructure first. We'll recruit, I think, a bannerman now, because even though we did lose our peasants, we are going to be able to cast some, probably 1 or 2 of the storm spirits next turn. Do we want to be building? Yeah, we probably do want to be just continuing to press it out here. So we want to go ahead and cast Fanatical Workforce one more time. So that way, next turn, we can be working on our Wizard Tower. We just want more Imperium. That's where we are. Just Imperium. And you just hang out on the Spring of Youth. If the AI wants this, or the other player, if you're playing this PvP, if they want this Bronze Wonder, they're gonna have to declare war on us. That's in a good place. That's in a good place. We are missing out on some experience points by not being in range to attack them this turn, which is annoying. But I don't think there's any way for us to get around that. I don't really want to fight tier 2s with one wounded stack. Can you get in range? You could be in range. We could have 2 more troops in range. That actually might be enough. 2 more troops. We're fighting against halberdiers, steel shaper, and an anvil guard. And we have a tier 3 as well as some good equipment. Well, some okay equipment. I think this is okay. I think we're gonna win this. Let's try it out. Let's see what the auto resolve tells us. Yes, we made it. All right. I don't know why you weren't involved in this. That was a trap, Walker. You should have checked to see if the other unit was actually engaged. But hey, we got up to level 4. That's all that matters. All right, so now we can take another nice little bonus here. I think I like defensive training. We're gonna have some pretty stacked units as feudal. We do have that spirit wolf moving around. Plus, we're gonna have lots of money for a rally of the lieges whenever that is ready. So I think I do want to take one of our unit buffs, and I think defensive training is the most useful here. Keeping the units alive seems like it'll be pretty good. The fact that this is only done in 2 turns are my horse for a Materium bonus. Abbeyvale can annex another province, so this is going to be our main farm location, so we can use this as a farm here. And then you actually can build a town hall. Great. And that means that once this town hall is built, we'll be able to turn this into a levy and just get an enormous amount of pop growth here, despite the fact that it's a snow province. I love special economic province. I love the power glove. I love the power glove. If you love the power glove, let me know you love the power glove. We could have the zealot go over here and try to attack this, but we need to heal. We need to heal. It's just the way it is. Sometimes you do need to heal. Ah, city ruins. Look at that. Turn 15, we're at minus 85 already. I love it. I love it. So now I guess we should decide, are we just gonna hang out on the city ruins and refound immediately? Because it's gonna be a couple of turns before we can lay siege to Colwell and really make this our own. And then we should be able to get enough little bonus to, or enough Imperium. Yeah, I think we can. I think we can send our Lord of War here, camp on the ruins. Can we just rebuild it now? We can just rebuild it now, Walker, because it's ruins, Dedoy. So yeah, we'll just burn it to the ground and then rebuild it as a nicer, smaller city next to Abbey Vale. And we'll release that whenever we annex Colwell. And now we're just able to move our troops in and party on. So we can get down to here and still be inside of the outpost. I think that's worth it. We do need to heal our leader. Let's see. Oh, right. We have fanatical workforce. So let's build our wizard foundation. Yep, there it is. And this is turning into a mine. We do have like infinite gold now though, so we might not even build the mine right away. We might turn this into a farm and turn this one into a quarry, so that way we have double quarry going. It costs us some pop growth, but we are just gonna have an enormous amount of pop growth no matter what. That is the nature of a levy. Nah, I think this is a perfect opportunity for us to grab that extra Whispering Stone, because Choke Point is gonna love us. They're at 700 relations already. That's plus 5 allegiance per turn. We're gonna get to Pact of Cooperation in 4 turns here, and it's gonna be even higher because we're gonna be able to attack Colwell, hopefully. I don't know. Maybe we should see what is the AI doing over here? They've got a 6 and a 3. All right. That looks like an army that could destroy Colwell if we're not fast on the trigger here. Yep, we're gonna need to send our troops in, and then probably keep Tristane back to heal. But I think the army is gonna need to arrive under Jerwasa the Philosopher's command, because we want to get that siege before they do. Alright, so we can summon a lesser storm spirit when we have a little more mana. I don't know how important that's going to be. Sometimes it's less important, and if you can get enough pops to get to tier 3 and get knights really, really quickly, then you don't really need anything else. Annoying that Quentin is growing into Ederton's space, but I think there's not a lot we can do about that. Maybe we should grab these as the next couple of spaces, though, just to deny them to Quentin. But that's okay. Having a larger vassal is perfectly fine in this roguelike version of Age of Wonders 4. I think that's good. This will be our third city. Yeah, this looks fine. Oh, right, we need to research something. I guess we don't really want to shuffle research. We need the mana. So let's take Signet. Wayfinder's fast. This is only... That's terrible, though. It's fast, but it's 3 turns of wasted research. I'm never going to cast that spell. So I guess we take Signet. We do need to take it eventually. It's really expensive, which is my big problem with it. Oh no, oh no, they're trying to take Colwell. Alright, we will say we're gonna take care of the Watchers. Oh my god, are we gonna get denied Colwell? That would be heartbreaking. Just because we took too much time to clear this guy out. Let's see. Let's find out. I think we can scout ahead with them. Yep. Pull everybody down. Anybody who is not super duper duper injured should probably make an advance. Yeah. Alright, and then we'll send the army ahead of Tristane because we have higher movement speed there, and so they can heal. And I don't know, this doesn't look like we're gonna make it in time. We're one more turn out from a siege, which I think the AI is gonna snipe. which that happens sometimes, right? If we lose Colwell, then we'll probably audible into taking mirror fields, but I think if we lose Colwell, we also have to snipe this banner. So if they lay siege to it, we'll just march everybody down here, all the heroes, because that would be at least a level 5 super leader for us, which would be pretty great. Oh yes, we get casting reserves because we picked up Astral. Astral is pretty critical if you're starting as a champion. It's pretty great, like, kind of no matter what, but it's very, very important as a champion because you do need casting ability. Otherwise, you're just, like, never going to be able to finish your spells. And I don't know. Should we cast it again in Abbeyvale? Yeah, we should, because Abbeyvale needs to work on their town hall. So we'll... Wait. No, you finished your town hall. You finished your tier 2 town hall. Well, I just wasted a little bit of production, so unsubscribe because I wasted production. But here we go. I think we're going to be able to just fanatical workforce it. It's just always fanatical workforce, Walker. Oh, it's finished. We're just queuing it up for next time. We're just using our casting spells or casting points efficiently. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's the story. Yeah, we'll hold on to we'll just hold the fanatical workforce up. That'll be good. Here's, I think here's where everybody needs to be positionally. We can't build the wizard tower immediately just because we don't have the mana, but we can build a channeling tower or a circle of zealotry, which would be pretty neat. A channeling tower doesn't have any conduits that it can be next to. I think, though it pains me to do it, I think we need to build a quarry here just to deny it to the AI. But that does help us out, because it means that now we get a boost on Tithe Shrine, which is great, because that's going to be more mana, and that's a critical resource gap for us at the moment. And if we're not going to get a Colwell, then we actually do want to turn this outpost into a city. At that point, we'd want palisade walls and work camp. I don't know if we're gonna have the time to take work camp, but if we finish the palisade walls and they capture Colwell, we can just put our Imperium to work, turn this into a city immediately, and then push towards mirror fields. If we get mirror fields and lucid forest, then I don't feel too far behind. Especially because our rally is gonna be great. This shaves 2 turns off of the rally. That's worth it. We have so much gold. I should have done that earlier, actually. Actually, that's okay. We'll be fine. We're gonna get some mana upkeep units pretty soon, and that'll make things a little more complicated from a mana perspective. But we're working on everything else. Alright, so let's see. They did get conquered by the AI. Bummer. So now, I don't know, do we even have time to go down and grab that banner? It would be great, but I think we need to grab mirror fields immediately so that way we can do the snipe here, because we just got denied a big chunk of the map. There is an underground passage over here and over here, so that means that the underground is largely unexplored by me so far. That's my fault. Probably should have sent one of the scouts down below, or built another one. You can do that too. You can build a 3rd scout on a small map. It's not a bad thing. And we will take another defender here for sure. I guess we should take the focus crystals. Probably should have taken those earlier, but yeah, we should just take them now. And Stapleton is up and going. So I guess Stapleton should take a mine, so that way we can... No, I don't know. Do you want to take any of these things away from this outpost? Probably not. They're all really great tiles. So this is the worst tile, I guess, is an iron deposit. Boy, that's a really stacked city, Stapleton. Might not have been a bad idea to keep you around just to see what you were gonna do, but I think this will be okay. I think building this forester does cost us some industry, but industry we'll get through other means. Are we going to turn Stapleton immediately into a vassal? Not just yet. I think we're going to do it the turn that we start founding out this outpost as a city, so that way we never bounce over our city limit, and then we'll get another nice little friendly friend. Because yeah, we'll win this choke point war. We should. And we should win this as bonded vassalage already. Oh, it's already at vassalage because of just insanely high relations. That's the bonus of playing with Zeal, is that you do start with access to just insanely high relations with minor civs. Yeah, I know the AI destroyed Colwell. We were like 2 turns too late. It's okay. Let's clear this quest, go there, and then clear that quest. I think that's our best return on investment for value. Costs us the banner, but this banner is so slow. 2 turns to get there with this army? Nah. Alright. So Tristane can go here. And his army can go here. And then can these guys get into the fight? No, it does not look like those guys can get into the fight, even if they violate sovereignty. We're already trespassing with those guys though, so yeah, we'll just bring everybody together and go ahead and attack. Clear the quest. Clear it. Yes, good. We got level 4 on our God of War. Ooh, and we can train a hunter spider, or get morale major, or just get a ton of draft. A ton of draft would actually not be bad, because that would allow us to just pump out lots of units, but unfortunately it's on Stapleton, which is our size 2, so it would just be a ton of peasants that we'd be spawning. That's not worth it. A hunter spider is a tier 3 though, with web and jump, which is outrageous. An increased morale major on a unit is really strong, but I think we're going to do hunter spider, because that's something that we can toss on our leader. And I don't hate having a better horse or spider or whatever for us to be riding around on. And of course now, because that was this hero's quest, they are tier 5, so they can go ahead and take another signature skill. I think taking Summon Elemental here is pretty great. It's a tier 3 summon. The AI is not great at using summons during auto-resolves, so it won't work as well as it probably should. But that's a short-term problem, and this is our Warlord leader, so we do need to take experienced leader. I think it's probably worth it for you to still take Fire Evoker. This is a pretty strong single-use, or like slow-use spell, but hey, having one of those in your toolbox when you're doing these sort of bronze clears, pretty strong. And now we actually might be, depending on if we have another a level 5 hero after Mirror Fields, we might just go ahead and attack Haunted Halls, because that would be huge. If we could get a silver and a bronze on this city, it would be quite the threat against Strongwall. So let's see. Yeah, let's scout ahead out here. Let's scout ahead. Let's see what we got. Got a hunter spider. You really do want to heal these two though, so go ahead and pop over to the outpost. And I guess we'll bring the bird over too, just to gain some extra experience points. And then can you guys make it, they can't make it home, they can't go to the outpost, but they can make it out of enemy territory, which means that they'll actually heal a little bit. You heal a little bit in the natural wilderness, but not as much as you'd hope. Alright, so we'll cast a Storm Spirit just to walk around with our hero. This is coming in as a veteran, so it doesn't take a lot for this guy to get up to champion, just two more levels, but that is going to be kind of slow in terms of experience points growth. So if you're going to try to evolve lesser Storm Spirits, you do need to get them out early, and I think turn 17 through 20 is like the last part where you can reasonably do it and expect a profit. And we will Fanatic Workforce Abbey Vale, so that way they get their levy camp through. That tithe shrine is being workforced. Alright, good. We'll want to queue another workforce for whenever this outpost is ready to turn into a city, but we still need 3 more turns of Imperium. Oof. That's pretty spooky. That is pretty spooky. If we don't get this Mirror Fields, then we're in a lot of trouble. We could build a Palisade Walls in Sableton, but this is the one that we're going to be releasing as a vassal anyway, so I don't think we're going to build anything. I think we're just going to build merchandise. But we could set a governor for just a little bit of extra knowledge, I guess, and some bonuses there. And yeah, we have another peasant. That's good. Bring it in. And I guess we should probably produce another peasant pikeman just so we have more ways to absorb experience points productively. Ah, and we finished a bannerman. Great. We do need some more support units. We'll get our next rally in 1 more turn, so we are going to want to preserve as much gold as we can. I'm not going to like rush anything through, but getting another bannerman will be pretty sweet. And they are at they're at the hit points they need to be at to just pick up these guys for a little bit of training. Good. The scouts are doing fine. I'm really hoping that we can get some of these pikemen up to defenders, because we did lose 2 or 3 pikemen at the beginning of the game, but hey, sometimes you roll it and you get nat 6s or whatever, right? Whatever the saying that makes you feel good is. And if we can get choke point, then I think we'll be okay. We are ahead of the AI in regards to developing Pact of Cooperation, and we're at 700 relationship. Alright, so let's see. No, our commander, our like beefy super sword dude cannot get to mirror fields this turn, so that means we'll have to probably camp it just to deny it to the AI here. But that's okay. I'm not above doing that. And now I guess everybody else, it's party time over here. But you need to heal. Yeah, you, defender, you need to heal, bud. So you go there. We'll send this bannerman to pick up a little bit of experience points with the leader. And we've got these guys. Let's see. I think going underground makes sense. Let's just scout out what's going on down there. We have our rally, so we don't have a ton of stuff on the rally just yet, but getting a Peasant Pikeman and an Astral Keeper is perfectly reasonable, I think. Gets us some more use out of the rally. And we might just click Muster the Lieges again. If we get Mirror Fields and Haunted Halls, then we'll probably do it again, because that would be really, really sick. Okay, we got that. Let's send this bannerman in. You are healing. Spells are ready to cast. We could start working on Fanatical Workforce, but we have no over world map casting right now left anyway. And like I said, we do need to preserve our Imperium to finish this outpost. Kind of no way around that. This Zealot, on the other hand, we would have missed the banner either way, so I'm glad we audibled out of that. This Zealot, I think we'll probably just want to bring back here. Now, maybe we'll send him up here to get some vision. The real question that everyone should be asking is, are Zealots actually units, or are they scouts? And they're more scouts than they are actual units, but they're not useless. I said we were not going to hurry, but this is 4 gold. 4 gold. That's fine. 4 gold's fine. That's the story I'm going to tell myself. Circle of Zealotry would be nice. That would be a pretty meaningful bonus to our draft, because we are going to be in very negative alignment. Although we got denied getting in all the way to pure evil, so we do need to find another way to get some evil, because we want minus 100 ASAP. Maybe we'll find somebody living in the basement and invade them. That seems like a good way to use your time. I think I still like Circle of Zealotry, even without the full bonus online. It's still very powerful. So yeah, let's drop that here in Quarry there. And then that means that we do need to get Fanatical Workforce on Edgerton next turn. But that's okay. I probably wanted to do that anyway, and now I definitely want to do that. Oh. Everybody's got movement points over here. Well, that's okay. You can heal. That's good. Alright, so we've successfully camped mirror fields. Awesome. So now we're going to be able to pick that up for ourselves. We'll send our super sword dude down there. And we'll send our hero and the spirit wolf there. And then I guess we got to figure out, what are we still missing? I think it makes sense to bring this bannerman. And it could make sense to bring a peasant pikeman just to get hopefully a little more experience points on them, but I think I'd rather just try to get one of these lesser storm spirits experience points. In the event that they die, it's not a big deal. They spawn as veterans anyway, but in the event that it survives and it actually manages to pick up some experience points, it'll be really helpful. Yeah, I know it's claimed. That's okay. If they really wanted it, they would have declared war on us earlier. Alright, so we are going to be fighting against a Corrupt Soul and a Flow Serpent and a bunch of Phantasm Warriors. Alright, so they're going to have a lot of ways to mitigate damage, but I'm not too worried about it because we have a level 5 hero. We lost our Spirit Wolf! No! That's a bummer. The Spirit Wolf was really strong, but you know, sometimes it's what you do is you sacrifice for the things you love. And we sacrificed the Spirit Wolf. Thank God we didn't lose this level. He's at 3 hit points. Jirwasa, buddy, like, I don't know what you were doing up there, but you do realize that you are a mage and therefore should not frontline things, right? Tell me you realize that. Please tell me you realize that. Alright, we're gonna found a city a turn early because we got the Imperium there. But oh boy, bud. Losing that Spirit Wolf is gonna be hard to replace. Let's take Experienced Leader, and I think what that means, given that we are now missing the Spirit Wolf, is that we're gonna need to get some more lesser Storm Spirits on the books, but B, we're also gonna need to get the pops here in Edgerton up to size 10 ASAP, so that way we can get some knights out, because we do need some knights to replace the rapid turnover in niceties out here. I think Fanatical Workforce still makes sense to cast though, because Circle of Zealotry, 1 turn. Yeah, let's add a defender into the mix. That'll be good. And let's see, what else can we do? Let's bring the army back. Let's bring the peasants to train. Yeah, we're gonna lose like an infinite number of troops and still have a reasonable sized army, I think. Just because we're producing enough to absorb losses. That's actually like a really critical part of the game, by the way. Yeah, you don't want to be losing your Spirit Wolf there. It would have been definitely better if we'd been able to manual it, or just get like a better weapon on our leader earlier or something. But it's you need to have enough resources that you can lose some. It's a critical part of the game. I think now that we lost the Spirit Wolf, it might make sense for us to just grab Condemn, because that is going to be a nice power spike for us if we can get the Zealotry down, which we will want to do. Well, yeah, we'll definitely want to cast Legion of Zeal. But let's cast one more Storm Spirit, just because we do kind of need tier 3 units, and Storm Spirits will become tier 3 units, so that'll be really nice. We could go over here and work on this gold vein, but I don't think we're very likely to want to turn that into anything. We are turning the outpost into a city, though, so we should go ahead and release as a vassal city here in Stapleton. And then we're going to send our scout here down into the underground to see what we're looking at. There's a haunted graveyard. Awesome. So we did lose the Spirit Wolf, but because we have access to Call of Chaos, whenever we get down there and destroy that spawner, we'll get some kind of nice little spooky magooky unit. And then hopefully after doing this quest and getting the spooky magooky unit and killing this thing, then we'll have enough strength to either do Temple of the Tome, Haunted Halls, or maybe both. If we can do both, that'd be awesome. If we can get a bunch of silver stuff now, that would be huge for our economy. We could pick up the workshop. I think it's probably okay now, because we have plenty of gold. And this does get us extra draft, which of course is going to be helpful when pushing out these defenders. A bannerman. Yeah, you can go get some experience points with the mage who did not fear death. And actually, you're just close enough if you move here to bring the other peasant online, which is great. And we'll send the zealot out here just to scout. And yeah, we're still, despite losing some units, we have a 6-stack, a 6-stack, and a 4-stack, and there's heroes for all 3 of them. We definitely have enough gold to hire another hero, but I want to wait until we get level 5 heroes in the recruitment pool, because if we can recruit a level 5 hero, we get access to their like super powerful spell thing, and they're much better units that way. Just trust me. All right, so we can grab this farm. And then we will go ahead and just attract pops right away and grab a Mirror Fields. And now we can give Jerwasa somewhere to govern yet again. Because we did give his city away, but that you know, Jerwasa, you almost died in that battle. You can't afford to be governing a city at the moment. And yeah, let's go to the underground. I don't want to like completely abandon this front, and so it's good that we're not going super far away. But I'm not too worried about going 1 or 2 turns away. I don't think the AI is going to declare war on us here. Oh, there's a rainbow clover. That would be neat. That would be neat. That might be a city that we release as a vassal, because that doesn't look like it's going to have a lot of productive land, but it's got two pretty useful tiles. Stapleton is released, so we can buy whatever we want. I think getting some draft is actually really helpful, because we do want to be pushing out our higher tier units as quickly as we can. Not trading... Oh, we're not trading with Choke Point, right. We could exchange... We absolutely could exchange some gold for some research here. Do we have Forge Berries yet? I don't know if we have the Forge Berries yet. Fireforge Stone. We do not, and if we get that, we get Rings of Binding, which is like the collection quest bonus thing that makes you stronger in fights. So I'm more than happy to spend 10 gold on this. It does cost us the ability to switch into research, which would be really, really neat. But I think that's enough gold that we can actually just use it productively internally instead of buying some knowledge. We'll buy knowledge later. Yeah, hey, we can summon another Lesser Storm Spirit. Awesome. So now I think we need to do Legion of Zeal and probably also Signet of Knighthood. Do we need Fanatical Workforce queued? Yeah, we probably want Fanatical Workforce down on Brisway first, and then we'll do Legion of Zeal. That would have been neat. That would have been very good in terms of keeping units alive, hopefully, in the last battle, but we needed to crank it out here. I think this will be good. And that'll be a good levy. Yeah, that'll be a fine levy. It'll get 1 adjacency bonus, but hey, 1 adjacency bonus on a levy is plenty of food. And now we have the Rings of Binding. We have the Rings of Binding. And now we have plenty of mana to cast Wizard Tower, or to build a Wizard Tower here for even more potential Imperium. We could also pick up Impressment. Magic Origin unit upkeep would be really neat. We're gonna have 1 more turn towards Astral Inspiration and 1 more turn for Soil Tenders. Alright, so yeah, we have tons of stuff we can spend Imperium on. That's good. I love to see it. Love to see it. Scout around in the underground here. Yep, nothing. Alright, well, it's a haunted graveyard. It's some experience points and maybe a bone golem or something like that. It's not going to be game-changing to pick up that bone golem, but hey, it'll be something, and that's something. It'll be something, and that's something. That's Walker. That's my commentary on Age of Wonders 4. It's something, it'll be something, and that's something. Yeah, you know what? Let's accept this quest. I love getting reward gold. I love getting more conflicts with stuff. That's in the wrong place, so we'll do that after we do all of this stuff over here. But we'll be back for that quest. If that quest were for experience points, I'd be more inclined to do it right now. But if it's not for experience points, we have plenty of gold at the moment. And let's see, we've got our level 5 dude over here. I guess you go up here, you'll be adjacent to the Watchers for next round, and then you can get these guys in on the fight, and this gives you opportunity to heal. I don't hate that. Let's see, I think I like everything else here in terms of experience points. Maybe we kick the Carrion Bird out. This one doesn't evolve, right? No, this one does not evolve. So the Carrion Bird is mostly just a scout now. And I think getting some experience points on the Defender would actually be really neat. I should have figured out if it was going to actually be in range to jump in on the experience points or not. My bad. But that's okay. Having access to a scout here with Carrion is very, very powerful, because being able to just like wander over and touch stuff with a flyer can be really neat, just to help you speed around the board. You're denouncing me. Why would you denounce me just because I forward settled your capital and split you off from part of your empire? I mean, like, I thought we were friends, man. I thought we were friends. I don't know. Maybe that was just me, but I thought we were friends. Yeah, let's build in Brisway, and then let's queue it one more time. Let's get Fanatical Workforce down on Abbeyvale. I just like building things. Building things really quickly is usually pretty good. I don't know, like that should surprise nobody, but there are people who think that Tome of Zeal is really bad because it uses pops, but like if you're playing feudal, then it's not really. You do have plenty of pops to move around. Trust me on that front. Yeah, given that we're going to be doing Fanatic here soon, Market might make sense. We could like slow build the Citadel here, but that's really expensive. I think Market's okay. Yeah, let's take a Market. And now we have just like a gazillion development skills. So yeah, let's take Soil Tender, and I think, yeah, let's take Astral Inspiration. It's just more research. Even if it's random and sometimes you can't use it, it is more research. That's usually pretty good. And this is also more research. And that's not more research, so I guess we don't need that. It's unfortunate that we were denied access to the kill here too, because that would have been a lot of extra knowledge that we would have picked up. But I'm holding out hope that we can find something in the underground, and if we can't, Apparently there's a banner over here next to our vassal that we're going to have vision on. So that's going to be huge. That's very exciting. I think we're going to take control of this forester so that we be locked at that space down for us. Even though it isn't adjacent to the super spot here, we just need to make sure that we don't get cut out from land because of this vassal of ours. But yeah, our army is humming. Size turn 21 and we're doing fine. I think it's worth it to do one more defender. You do get like diminishing returns in terms of spending on tier 2 units, but you don't want to be behind on tier 2 units. It really just depends on like what position you're in. If people are currently attacking you, then obviously tier 2 units are like phenomenal on turn 21. They're great at defending. But you want to be getting experience points on knights if you can find a way to do that. It's usually a lot better. Okay, Free City can be integrated. This is the other reason I'm not like afraid of being cut off from land, because we lost Colwell and lost control of this Tranquility Pool. Although, god damn it, Colwell, you would have been fantastic. We are gonna have plenty of cities to annex because we have Stapleton, we have Quentin, and we have Choke Point, and that just means we have a lot more potential growth than Strongwall does. They'll have 3 cities here, and we already have 6. So yeah, that's pretty good. 3 cities to 6 is usually a pretty good score to be at internally. We could cast Fanatical Workforce on Edgerton, but I think I'm going to cast it on Abbeville first. And then I guess we got to decide if it's worth it for us to cast it again, because we do want to get up to size 10 pop. That's really important. At 10 population, you get access to the boost for the tier 3 billing, and that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, you know what? Bring the defender in, and let's attack these watchers here. We could offer a bounty, but if we lose a unit here, then we lose a unit here. And we did not, just barely. 1 hit point archer. Oh man. But now we could receive just an outrageous amount of draft. That would be pretty good. That's a lot of production. That is a lot of Imperium, though. 83 Imperium is more than a turn's worth of Imperium production. This would instantly complete a defender, but as I said, I'm not super worried about getting a bunch of defenders. Our army is reasonably sized at the moment. So yeah, actually, let's take the Imperium. I like Imperium. It represents the most pure form of growth. And then we'll bring our armies over here to go into the underground and clear that space out. I think it's more valuable for us to destroy the Haunted Graveyard first, just so that way whatever unit we get from it can get experience points over here. But given that now we've got... Did you get a level from that? Wait, did you gain a level from that? No. You did not gain a level from that. Nobody gained a level from that. I thought that was supposed to be a level up quest. Whatever, doesn't matter. But we have a level 5, a level 5, and a level 4, and we've got some good units to put in front of them and alongside. I think we can take a silver whenever we're done in the underground. And as long as none of those heroes die, we should be able to take another silver here next to Brisway. But Brisway is in a more dangerous position in regards to Strongwall, so we definitely want to be building units here. I think we'll build an Evoker. And I guess we could build a Workshop just for a little more draft. I don't hate it. I don't love Evokers, but sometimes you do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do. And sometimes what you gotta do is you gotta build an Evoker. It's a ranged unit, and that's about the entirety of what I can say about Evokers. They are ranged units. Are there any underground passages we can get to without trespassing? There's Jeez, there's not a lot. There is not a lot. I guess we're just gonna have to trespass Colwell. There's no way around it. So we'll trespass with our scout through Colwell, get to this underground passage, and then go down. Oh, and there's a food stash there too. If I had the time to slot in a scout to go grab that, I might. But I think we do need to be on producing like useful units from here on out. It's already turned 22. Is there anybody out here that we want to be parking this zealot on? No, I think this zealot is mostly going to be used for activating battles and then dying maybe. Let's see. We have an astral keeper over there. I don't hate seeing that. Yeah, these pikemen, they are just not gonna make it, are they? They're not gonna make it. They need to be level 4 and they're level 1. I mean, they're getting close to veteran, but they need elite and champion in order to evolve, which is probably beyond the scope of the amount of experience points they're gonna get. Some of them are gonna die, and that's gonna be a good thing. This guy's gonna make it though, unless he dies horribly. I think here we'll cast Legion of Zeal. We get to cast it in one turn because of 25 plus 55, so that seems like it's a pretty good deal for us. Ooh, another society. Oh, a big society. A big society under the earth. So we could plan on attacking Keystone, but I think it's far enough away from our main army that we're not going to have a fun time marching all the way over there. And we do have a very high ability to boost them here to Pact of Cooperation, although we're going to need to get some bonuses out of Pacification. That's what this is going to be helpful for, is extra diplomacy over there. Oh, and there's an underground passage near Brisway. That's good to know. That is good to know. That means we definitely want to take Haunted Halls. It might be worth it to... Nah, it's still worth it to take the temple, but this is going to be great when we can get it. It's going to be great when we can get it. We are down a trade with someone. Why did it not bounce over here? Oh. Alright, well, let's trade for more food. This is still food time. Legion of Zeal, that's a good one. Lets us use our Condemned productively. And we could cast Signet of Knighthood, but we don't have any casting points this turn anyway, so there's no reason to start casting things. It gets us nothing. Alright, so we do want marching with this. We don't necessarily need the archer. We could take somebody else instead. Yeah, I think we could take a defender. Enter. And I think this makes sense, because if the pikemen die, that's kind of like a feature, not a bug. So yeah, you go ahead and go on down there with your friends. And then you come on down. I probably should have moved Tristane's army here, or somebody's army here, so we could easily snipe these guys and then bounce back to our army, but I did not do that. Let's see. Can the bird get there? The bird could get there. The bird would, of course, require us to fight with only 2 of our 3 armies, but that's definitely worth it, because we're going to get 5 evil or a warlock. A warlock would be nice, and it would come as a veteran, which is pretty sick, but we want to get to pure evil here, so let's push for that. We're so close. We're at minus 90. The alignment, I can feel it pouring through me. Evil in every pore. This is probably a fine little defensive stack to position near Brisway. It might not be a bad idea to have another unit just to activate fights, but hey, we got a defender coming. Yeah, let's just send you guys over to Brisway. Make sure that if the AI attacks that they feel kind of dumb. That's your job. So that's under Fanatic, that's under Fanatic. That is not under Fanatic. Alright. So Brisway, we want to lock down more territory, especially quality territory. And this is quality territory right here. But this is quality territory and it's next to Stapleton, the NPC that we want to lock in. So I guess we should take this first. Yeah, we should take this first. So Quarry locks down Stapleton. Whether we annex Stapleton in the future is kind of up to debate. I don't think we will. I think that one is just going to be a free city for us. But that's okay. It's a fine way to grow a city. And we'll take Clergy Commons. And we might click Attract Population just so we can plop down a farm here. But we'll do that when Clergy Commons is done, if we're going to do it. No reason to do it this early. We do have an option now, though, to do Right of the Last Stand, which could be pretty strong, just to get a lot of units to throw at the AI. I don't think we're going to do any of those Imperium things just yet. We will see, but I think at the moment, not a high priority. That's good. We did finish our wizard tower though, which is amazing. I mean, we could just keep going. I wouldn't even hate it, because we do this and then we can just click Fanatic again next turn, I guess. And it does get us more Imperium. Yeah, you know, alright. I talked myself into it. That's what we're doing. And we don't really have any super important Imperium things that we're about to grow into. This is 3 turns. That's 8 turns. That's 10. 18. So I think here, actually, we are going to attract a pop to Ederton so that way we can grab this farm, because it's going to be plus 15 food because it's next to the levy camp, and it's going to be extra stability because it's next to the circle. It does mean it's 5 more turns until we can grow into the contested spaces with Quentin, but that's actually overestimating our growth, because we are going to spend some food here on building the wizard tower. But we'll still have plus 100 food, and that's going to be plenty to grow. And as soon as we can get to size 10, we will go ahead and build a town hall. Okay, so they're thinking about declaring war on us soon. All right. Well, you know, they said that we woke up and chose violence because we showed up and took their stuff, which I guess is fair. I'm not here to argue with you, but I don't know, AI. If you're gonna be doing that, then we're gonna be fighting probably on unequal terms. That's my guess. Yep, we're gonna get a Sun Priest. All right, that's an interesting thing to get out of a graveyard. Maybe the Sun Priest had been captured by someone. That's a story. The Sun Priest had been captured by evil necromantic monsters, and that's why they were down there. Yeah. Alright, so given that the AI is threatening to declare war on us soon, I guess we're not going to clear this space out, and rather just move our troops immediately down to Haunted Halls, so that way we can try to clear that out with our main stack, grow into it with Brisway, but also have our troops well positioned here to either defend against Strongwall, or maybe even just lay siege to it. 140 is probably more than I want to be doing right now, so what we'll probably do instead is just clear out the area around it, destroy it, pillage it to the ground. That's usually pretty good. We could do Draining Blade, Rallying Blessing wouldn't be terrible. I also don't hate Frostfire Detonation, just so that it gets you access to a big AoE counter. I think that's alright. But Sentinel is pretty critical on a great sword weapon wielder, because that's an enormous increase in your damage with that big counter attack. And I guess what we're gonna do is give some wands to people too. You get a wand of provocation. You already have restoration, and you have a tier 3 shield, which is pretty sweet. So I don't think you're gonna get that one. And then I guess other guy gets our wand of mass healing. I wish we had slightly more equipment, but that's one of the things that you get from doing like a lot of fights against minor nations and minor cities is equipment. A good reason to conquer stuff. I think we could, because we're not going to be taking Temple of the Tome. Oh man, are we going to be taking Temple of the Tome? Are we going to be taking Temple of the Tome? Whew. This is tough, because that would be huge, actually, in terms of an economy boost right before a war. But it would mean our troops would be basically an entire extra turn out of position, which, not a big fan of that. Yeah, take another defender. I guess it sounds to me like we don't have time. It sounds to me like what we really do need to do is just move our troops over to Haunted Halls and then fight. F in the chat. A silver escapes us. It's not a big deal, but a little annoying. We will build a quarry there, though. And we burned through all that money. I can't believe it. We burned through all that money. All right, I'm gonna take another quick little break here, everybody. I'll be back in maybe 5-10 minutes, and then we will see where our army goes and where our tier 2 tome goes. Because I think we got some pretty interesting options here. It's not just the most obvious ones, although boy, I wouldn't hate getting more money. That would be pretty neat. But Tome of the Beacon's pretty strong. It gets you access to more Imperium. If we're going to be just fighting toe-to-toe, getting access to mass condemnation would be pretty sweet. But yeah, we'll see. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Let me post that in here. Back. All right, so we're back. So I think what we're going to do here is we're actually going to go into the Tome of the Doom Herald. This gets us access to the Doom Depth Trench, and considering that we're going to be, like, pure evil, hopefully immediately, we are a lot slower because we didn't get to literally immediately. But we're going to take Joy Siphoners. Joy Siphoners is going to be a huge upgrade for us in terms of our military capability. And it sounds like we might be fighting somebody pretty soon. I don't know. It depends on the AI, but it does sound like they're getting pretty mad. I mean, look, if they wanted us to not steal their bronze thing, then they would have cleared it earlier. That's an important lesson for you in multiplayer, by the way. If there's a bronze thing near you, don't just leave it there for like 20 turns. Like, clear it, buddy. You can do it, I promise. Although, boy, our gold is now pretty stretched. Yeah, if we get into a war, that's actually probably not a bad thing. We were insulted. Yeah, I imagine we were. Alright, so it looks like are moving around this direction with their main stack. They've got tier 3s. They've got some bastions. Got a lot of bastions. So a lot of bastions means, of course, they're going to have an outrageous amount of defense. So they're going to resist lots and lots and lots of physical damage. But hopefully we can get enough magic damage between now and when we actually fight them to punish their 2 resistance. Because 2 resistance is pretty low. So let's bring these guys out of the underground. Looks like that army can't even make it. Oh no, we're gonna be behind with our main stack. Well, that's okay. The commander, our ruler, has managed to make it up here, and these guys are about to hit champion, and then they'll turn into storm spirits. These guys are not quite there, but these ones are gonna be storm spirits momentarily, which is gonna be good because we're gonna need them. Lightning blades, that's pretty helpful. Nice little damage boost. Now, we could cast Signet of Knighthood. It might be more beneficial to cast Fanatical Workforce on Edgerton. I think it probably is. We don't want to like waste an infinite amount of Imperium there though, because if we do have to fight a war, then we might not even have time to get our knights online. You can't build anything useful, so just build merchandise. That's fine. Given that there are really burly dwarves, then maybe an evoker makes sense. Let's see. No, I'd rather save the gold. I think what we're going to do with the gold instead is aim to either hit size 10 with Abbey Vale or just rush an earlier rally, because if we can shave some turns off of our Rally of Lieges, especially if we can get control of Haunted Halls before then we should have the ability to get some really nice, big, beefy Tier 3 units. Because a silver is going to generate some good stuff with a rally. Good stuff. And you are still training those guys, that makes sense. I wouldn't hate having a 4th hero here, but we did not have the gold for it. And I guess we'll just have our Carrion Bird Scout. Yeah, that makes sense. And this dude, I guess, could just move here. That's fine. Yeah, we'll get Fanatic down on Edgerton, and then we'll cast our enchantment spells. Because we do want to get those down. Fanatical Workforce. Pact of Loyalty with Keystone. Are we working on them right now? I think we are. Keystone is the one under the... Yeah, Keystone's this one. Pact of Cooperation in 4. Maybe we'll get there. It kind of depends. In order to get this, we are probably going to need to pick up some sort of Imperium trait that boosts that. Like Rite of Allegiance, for instance. We could take that. But there's Career Soldiers, which is also just fantastic. And that's or a magic origin upkeep, which is also pretty critical here, especially if we're getting tier 3 magical origin units, which we are. I think we got our first one today, right? Yeah, we got our first one today. Storm Spirit, welcome to the party, friend. You're an awful lot like a knight, but hey, whatever. You're a knight who's here. And let's go down here and get you. Come on up. And yeah, we're just gonna go for haunted halls. I think that's our best bet. I'm gonna just scout around this guy, so that way in the event that he decides to attack us, we're not completely flat-footed. I think you... Yep, just keep marching. And are there any troops here that we want to swap in? I don't know. These peasants are pretty far off from being able to rank up. They need elite and champion to get there. So yeah, I don't think those guys are gonna evolve into defenders today. So you come on through and you pick up the boys. Train some support units. That's too many support units. Trade a support unit. You come here. You come here. And you come here. There we go. That's a more reasonable stack. Yeah, that's more reasonable. And then, well, then we've got most of our troops right over here. That's good. Unfortunate that these pole arms aren't going to be training, but I really do not think we have time for them. And then this defender is going to just zoom in here, help defend Brisway. And we should be able to attack Haunted Halls on turn 28 is what it looks like, because they'll need like one turn to move everybody else into position. If that's the case, it might make sense for us to go ahead and take career soldiers here. I think that's okay. Getting a little bit of extra experience points is going to be pretty helpful with the unit mix that we have. We could also take tributaries. That wouldn't be terrible, but we do have a finite amount of Imperium, and we want to be able to pick stuff like advanced sensing if we end up at war, because we need to know where the enemies are. I guess Brisway could just like snipe the Rainbow Clover. That would be pretty good. Get us a little bit more mana going. That or take this farm, so that way we're in a better position to take the Haunted Halls. But I'm not above clicking attract population to make sure we can annex the Haunted Halls as soon as we conquer it. So I guess we should take this farm, and then we can convince the AI to leave, hopefully. Bargain with the minor civ. You can't do it with a scout, right? Oh no. That's a quest. That's one of their quests. We could deny them a quest. That would be awesome. Setting them back on a quest would be huge, actually. So yeah, maybe we'll take Signet of Knighthood now. Getting non-feudal units with the Signet of Knighthood bonus doesn't just help them. It helps other units that have stand together. So it's just like great across the board for increasing the damage that our units can produce. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think it does mean that we're not going to be able to probably to get this this little thing or that watch post down there, but I don't know. Maybe we do one scout. Yeah, let's pump out one scout just to see the rest of this board over here. But given that we're about to be in a war, we don't have the flexibility of time. And yeah, we'll build a town hall. That's more gold and, more importantly, access to defensive equipment. Alright, did they declare war on us? Our domain was invaded, but they did not declare war just yet. One turn to the outskirts of Haunted Halls. So yeah, we should be able to get it next turn, which, thank God. If they were gonna snipe that from us, that'd be really annoying. We actually might want to just plop the scout here, although that's not going to be a deterrent if they declare war on us. So that is important to keep in mind. And then we'll send this burb over here in the event that these guys declare war on us. They'll pull their vassal in. We can pillage these guys. I'm not above that. And then of course, if we can take control of Colwell and install a friendly vassal, that'll be really helpful. We could even just directly annex them, depending, because we could pick up a 4th city. I wouldn't hate that. I generally don't want to spend 500 Imperium to get a 5th city. That's not as powerful as you'd think. But getting a 4th city for 200 is a pretty big deal. We need 250 mana for Joy Siphoners. Boy. Alright, so let's send this scout over here. And I guess we should build the Doom Depth Trench here. We don't have tons of money. That is important to keep in mind. We did burn through almost all of it. But Doom Depth Trench is very, very strong. It's a pretty meaningful exchange for you. I think here we're gonna save mana. I think it's unlikely that we're gonna be able to evolve any more Storm Spirits other than the one here, because this one is pretty close. But we're about to get Knights anyway, so the Storm Spirits are not as necessary. I don't think they're gonna declare war on us. I don't know. We'll find out. You are okay. You don't need to. We can't get Joy Siphoners because we don't have enough mana, but we could pick up Prelude of Doom. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, just save the money. Alright, so they're just gonna clear their quest. They did not declare war on us just yet. They're just domain invading right now. They're just being rude. They didn't attack us. They're just being rude. All right. Keystone is still working towards cooperation. Good. Quentin. Oh, they're at Supreme Vassalage. That's why we can't have a Whispering Stone there anymore. Well, all right. In that case, we'll give a Whispering Stone to you, I guess, Stapleton. Get you up to Flourishing Vassalage. Let's see. Can we... Yes, we can get our champion onto Haunted Halls. So, get out of the way. And wish us luck, everybody. This is a really important one. If we can do this without any meaningful losses, then this will be an enormous spike to our power. If our heroes die here, then we might die too. We will find out. I think because of that dynamic, we do want to make sure that we have a bannerman here in this stack, and this is our highest rank. And I think we want a defender in our stack too, and this is our highest rank up here. Yeah, this is our highest rank. Oh, not in range. Uh-oh. Alright, well, we'll bring in a veteran. Yeah, veteran's probably good enough. Alright, let's explore the Haunted Halls. We can't cast spells because we do not have enough mana. Oh my god. 224 mana. That's a lot, but it would be a meaningful upgrade in terms of our combat effectiveness, and this is a silver. So I'm willing to wait one turn because it was so close. If it had been an impossible task, then I wouldn't have bothered, but that's 23. That's not too bad. Alright, so you are going to stay in command here with these guys. So let's reposition armies for experience points. Where can we get the best experience points? You come on down. You go over here. Can you get in range to train there? No, but you can get in range to train here. So whoever can reach you can train with you. Those are your rules. Alright, yeah, alright, that's good. That gets us time to get our elite defender in position too. That's really critical. And maybe we'll train an invoker a little bit. I mean, you're just a recruit right now, which is pretty miserable. But If they don't declare war on us immediately, then training up an invoker is actually really helpful. So I guess now, no, the polearms are not in range. That's right. Polearms are not in range. Yeah, now just train up the defenders. Oh, of course. And we can literally train up the defenders because we can send 2 more dudes down to train with our final commander down here. Done. And I guess we'll send the scout over here just to keep a presence on Strongwall. If they do declare war on us, then I feel very good about our ability to punish them because we're literally right outside their capital. But we are going to need a bunch of gold because we're going to need onagers and just a bunch of siege things down. I think, frankly, we're going to need to pick up the siege specialization, which is 11 turns away. Oof. That would be a heck of a siege, but I don't know. We'll see. I think they probably have enough resources to beat us off in the event that we tried to siege them here. Let's see. Somebody is negotiating with a free city. Which one? They're mostly mine. Keystone is Pact of Cooperation and 2, so that's okay. I don't think they're going to take that. This might be the right time actually to just pop Right of Allegiance. It's really neat to pop Right of Allegiance whenever you, like, right after you conquer a city, because then you can get a bunch of allegiance with that vassal right away. But I don't think that's the way this game is going to be going. I think we just want to get some allegiance right now. And that means that now we have a much closer to supreme vassalage over Stapleton. We have bonded vassalage in 3 turns with choke point. I guess we could spend for money for mana here. That's almost certainly worth it because we want to be able to cast Joy Siphoners if we get the opportunity to. If we do not have access to siege weapons, then that would be enormous. Is Arcanium ore the missing piece of the ingredient? No, we have everything we need from the ores side. Does Astral do for us anything? It does not, but it does get us more world casting points, which are pretty critical. Yeah, this is going to save us a lot of time on casting the big expensive enchantment spells and race transformations. So they're pretty tough to do without access to that or being a wizard king. Yep. All right. Let's see. Set production Abbeyvale. Abbeyvale could pick up a hut here. This is why clearing this gold earlier would have been neat, but we did not have time. So I think taking this hut is okay. We can also switch this quarry over to Abbeyvale whenever it has enough annexation distance, and that would help Brisway, actually. Ooh, maybe we should have done that. That probably would have been smart. Save it for 1 turn. Yeah, that would have been smart. That's okay. Do we have the gold to produce anything here in Abbeyvale? I would love to produce a Doom Depth Trench. That would be very strong. But I would like to do that here, and I did just go here instead. It's okay. It's all right. I think the game is not going to go on long enough that I'm going to be worried about whether this is here or here. And if we have to put the channeling tower here instead, then we can. I should have gone here for the Doom Death Trench, actually. Well, alright, whatever. No biggie. We can annex another province out here. Edgerton's is going crazy with the Cheese Whiz. And I guess we'll pick up another Forester. That's probably our best bet. Yeah, we'll take up another Forester. And we'll send this guy over here to potentially pillage that quarry if we end up at war. We just need one more turn of mana, and then we have access to Joy Siphoners. So given that we're at plus 90, no, we can't cast Fanatic. That would just barely cost us enough mana that we wouldn't be able to afford the major transfer or minor transformation here. Bro, where are you going? Where are you taking these? Where are your troops going, friend? Where are your troops going? All right. Well, the mystery of where those troops are going is one that will forever confound us. Let's move those guys out of the way. Let's bring these guys in. All right, and we're gonna need to spend the mana on this invasion here anyway. So I think, yeah, no, I think I like this exploration here, and yes, we will spend the mana on this instead of the transformation, which it's annoying, but I think delaying Stirring Skeletons is pretty good. Wish us luck, everybody. This is a risky battle. Oh no, we died! Ah! So we've died. This is a big deal, because not only did we die, but our two heroes died there too. That is embarrassing. So we're gonna need to come up with a way to get those guys back onto the field ASAP. I think our best bet is, of course, through here, through the crypts. Can be resurrected, but that's a really expensive defeat for us, and a reason to be wary of the silver structures. Is that gonna afford the AI the opportunity to win this? That's kind of like why I like playing this roguelike with auto resolve only, because there's a lot of risk involved, right? We took a silver because it would have been the best opportunity for us to win if we could take it there. But we took it, and we rolled and we lost, and now our army is in shambles. But we can take this conduit and plop it right here. I don't hate that. That would be pretty good. Yeah, we'll take that. And now hopefully we can just delay whatever troops they have over here long enough that we can get our heroes back in action. Because we do have a lot of resources through our crypts and whatnot. Or we will, once we get the crypts actually upgraded. I guess we'll leave some of these troops here as a delaying tactic, and then we'll see. It was a costly defeat. I think that's okay. I don't think we're gonna spend any gold on anything other than probably just rally. Maybe we build arcane battlements though. Arcane battlements wouldn't be bad. Nah, we need the gold for resurrecting heroes. We need everything for resurrecting heroes now. So much of our strength in our economy was in those heroes. And that's a real danger to just playing like high heroes all the time. We ran out of good units because a couple of them died at the beginning of the game, and now we got a stew going. You scout, just stay here near Strong Wall. We'll march our troops all the way back to Abbey Vale. Our domain is just going to be continuously invaded, but I think all they're doing here is clearing these out. I don't know if they're actually declaring war on us or not. It doesn't feel like it. I'll trade a little bit of mana for a little bit of draft. That's going to be good. And I do not think we are going to... I think this is the spot where we're going to plop the Doom Death Trench. Or maybe this is where we're going to drop the Channeling Tower, and then that's where we drop Doom Depth. Yeah, I think that's it. So we will hold off on that. And yeah, Brisway, actually, you know what? Just so you stop popping up in our needs to produce stuff, I'm gonna give you a couple of produced merchandise. And you need to get to work on a crypt immediately, friendo. Yeah, we'll get some food. We should be in good shape. I probably should have just grabbed this banner, honestly, because then we would have been level 6. That would have been a pretty meaningful upgrade in terms of our strength, but I was just afraid that they were going to declare war on us, but we might just like lose all of our high tier units and have them not attack us anyway. The AI is pretty passive, at least right now. We'll see where they are moving forward. We'll see where they are. I don't think we're going to waste any more units or any more money on low tier units, because we are going to get access to a muster of the lieges pretty soon. Yeah, it looks like they're just over here clearing this territory out. Annoying, but not the end of the world. A Night Guard would be huge. And a Halberdiers. A Night Guard and a Halberdiers. Or we get 156 Imperium, or we get 12 Allegiance. We're going to get 2 more tier 2 units. Oh, we don't have enough mana to dominate the Scald. Bummer. That would have been sweet. Alright, so there's the Scald over there. So we will want to make sure that our main stacks are capable of fighting them. And then I think that means... Wait, where did the other tier 2 unit come from? Is it over here? I don't know. Well, all right. There's a tier 2 unit lost somewhere in the mix. We'll find him eventually. They love these domain invasions, the AI. Flourishing vassalage. Okay. No, we're not responding to heroes' offers to join. I do appreciate it, but they are coming back. I promise. They're not that dead. They're just dead for now. I think these guys, yeah, there's the Halberdiers. I think these guys are good just hanging out here, though. Peasants. I guess because we lost the beefy Storm Spirit, it's good that we had the secondary Storm Spirit here at reasonably high level. But we are going to get Knights soon, too. So that's... They do occupy basically the same space, and one of them costs mana. And the AI cleared our quest token. That's annoying, but what are you gonna do? Sometimes when your wizard dies invading a silver spot, that's the way it goes. You can do it very definitely with like level 7s, or with level 5s with better equipment, but I think we were a little greedy trying to click it there, or just trying to get in under the gun. Yeah, I'm okay just going here. We are ahead of them in terms of our current stats, despite being dead. So yeah, you guard. You just wait. Yeah, we mostly just lost our most elite stuff. We have everything else. You don't need any troops. They invaded our domain, but that's okay. Not responding to those heroes' offer, but we should probably lock this part down. Yeah, let's lock this part down. So we will go here. And then I think we do actually have the money necessary now to do a Doom Depth Trench there. And our ruler is back from the void, so we can cast spells again. Thank God. Yeah, if we'd waited for Joy Siphoners, that probably wouldn't have been a bad idea, but we'll be okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh, we should definitely we should have cast Fanatical Workforce here in Ederton. Didoy. Oh, that's okay. We'll get the crypt up and going soon. Very soon. Let's see. You go here. And yeah, we could train an Invoker, but I suspect we're going to get better stuff. Although now we don't have the silver to recruit off of, which is a little annoying. I think we'll get you. Yeah. And sure, we'll take a levy pikeman just to train it. And who else should we be training with? Oh, of course, we should be training with our halberdiers and these guys, but they're not in range to participate in this scald fight anyway. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and take the scald fight like right now. We could wait, but I want to get them removed and get the bonuses for defeating them. It did cost us a defender, but we have plenty of them over east. So we get a bunch of gold. We could get a bunch of food. We could get a belt of the berserker, or we get -10 alignment, and all of them, both of those. Oh, awesome. So with -10 alignment, now we are pure evil, and we are scions of evil, of course. So that means that now units are recruited with +1 rank, and we have shock units recruited at +1 rank. So our knights are going to be recruited as tier 3s, or as level 3 units. So our knights are going to be pretty scary. The knights are going to be pretty terrifying. I guess we'll just train our most elite defender that we have. And I think it makes sense for us to throw the Astral Keeper here too. This defender is so badly injured, I want to sideline him temporarily. And this 6-stack is not going to be able to meaningfully hit anything, and we're not ready to take the temple without our heroes. Probably we're not ready to take it last time either, given that we died, but it's okay. We got the Belt of the Berserker this time, so we'll be fine. That might not be a bad idea to slap that on our tier 4 dude, though, or the tier 4 weapon dude. Assuming we don't lose it when we go through the crypt. I actually don't know. I don't know the last time we had just a stack wipe like that. We could take sprint here, but I don't even hate taking lightning weapons, considering that we're fighting against like really burly resistance guys, and we do not currently have a good weapon for our ruler. We could take Spirit Orb, but that would cost us access to the Mirror Shield, which is a very powerful tool. True Sight's okay. I don't hate Inspiring Leader, and I wouldn't hate actually just focusing here in support so that we can get endurance training, because this is a big upgrade to the strength of your units. I think Feudal Ruler and strength training are pretty similar. I'll take Stand Together. We're gonna have enough people potentially with access to Stand Together that it looks like it'll be good. And you get to be a conduit? The good conduit? The special conduit. All of them are special, Walker. They're magic. They're magic, and they do magical things. And we can summon Banshees. That's what we're looking for. So Banshees, Lightning Torrent would be nice, but Banshees are going to be pretty sweet, because with a combo of Banshees and Knights, we should be in a pretty good shape. And there is stuff to potentially settle another vassal city down here if they aren't gonna declare war on us. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll get our stacks back together and then march down here, found another vassal city. There we go. Uh-oh, we got attacked by Tugrum Hammerhall. Oh no, they did declare war on us. Yep, they declared war on us. Oh boy. Alright. But they declared war on us and they're in like a very weird position. So that's I don't know AI. That seemed like a really aggressive declaration there. But the crypt, we are gonna need to resurrect these guys. I think we want to resurrect our... Yeah, let's resurrect these guys. 350. That's okay. 350 is a painful setback in terms of our mana, but in terms of our mana production, it's not the end of the world. And this does give us an opportunity to snipe off some of these stacks, because they attacked us at such a weird time. AI, you can attack when it's more disadvantageous to us, bud. Alright, so there's some tier 2s. Here's another commander that we can get into position. This should be inside range, yep. Is there anybody fast enough to get over there? No. Alright, well, then the rest of you guys are just on pillage duty. Go to the quarry. Burn it down. Get us some gold. Because they're doing the same thing to us, so we probably need to make this count. Let's go attack this central quarry, actually. They'll have to send this guy in to drive us off, but I think they will. Oh, but of course, we hit a Rally of the Lieges, so we should be okay. We'll get a Dark Knight, we'll get a Halberdier, we'll get a Steel Shaper. I guess we could take a Night Guard just for, like, insurance purposes. Or a Warlock, I wouldn't hate that either. But it is going to recruit as a recruit. Do we have access to this yet? 3 more turns! 3 more turns for Exemplar. Ah! Walker, you could have... I think there's a way we could have done that if we just played it a little tighter, but that's okay. We are also at war, so there is a reason to think about clicking Right of the Last Stand. I don't think we have to here, because we do have access to a plenty big stack right now, but if we lose some troops, then we can click that and get 9 more units right now. That'd be pretty neat. But yeah, let's take this fight and let's see what we lose, because that'll influence what we need to click Rally of the Lieges on. We'll probably end up losing this defender, but it's okay. It's a tier 2. Ooh, no, we lost absolutely nothing. AI, that was a rudely aggressive attack then, if you're going to attack me with units that far into my territory. And now we're going to go ahead and build a boosted town hall. That's going to be done in 3 turns. And once that's done, then we can start producing knights here in Edgerton. And for that matter, we could do the same thing here in Abbey Vale if we had enough mana. So yeah, we'll do that next turn. We'll go ahead and click this. But Abbey Vale gets a governor again, back from the abyss. Stapleton can now be integrated. Not likely to happen anytime soon. We didn't lose anybody in that auto-resolve, so I don't know. Maybe we don't recruit everybody here out of this, because we don't want to be wasting gold on units that are mostly going to be backliners. But I do like getting another unit of halberdiers. They're very powerful. And I don't hate getting an Astral Keeper. This is a way for us to get more damage because of the static bonus here, static charge. It's going to be pretty neat if we're fighting against somebody with an infinite amount of resilience, which Bastions do. So yeah, we'll recruit those 3. But now we have Dark Knights coming. We'll trade here for some food. Yep, we'll trade for some food. Food does have, like, almost no value at this point in the game, so we'll stop doing the food trade after this. But I think right now it still makes sense. Is there anybody else we can send this Whispering Stone to? If not, you can always send Whispering Stones to your own cities. It'll give you a nice ticking bonus to your stability, which, if you have a city that's producing an awful lot of resources for you, having it be high stability is a big deal, so I don't hate being able to give a Whispering Stone to Edgerton now. We'll probably just leave that one there. And Jerwassa is back from the abyss and ready to rumble, so let's see what we're gonna get as our next level up. This is our war leader, so having bonuses for your troops is pretty good. I don't hate taking Stand Together, that's a reasonable increase in your damage, but Distant Evocation is also a pretty meaningful upgrade in terms of your damage. Yeah, you know, we'll take Distant Evocation, that's fine. Actually, I do appreciate the opportunity to recruit a level 5, because we are going to need to wait for the mana to build up to resurrect that dude, and so I would not hate having another level 5 lord here. This could be the Lord of Production. That's good to know. I don't know if I like Militarist. That's a reasonable buff, but not an enormous one. Beastmaster is okay. Arrogant is pretty good. Fortification health. Hit points for tier 1s. Those are mostly gone now. Elemental units. Nah, I don't know about that. Materium Affinity wouldn't be bad, though. What did you have as your special bonus? You have Mass Rejuvenation? Yeah, you know what? I'll get another tier 5. Let's go. Let's go. Come on down. The other guy didn't even really like being a governor anyways. He's a governor of war, right? Like, it's better that we have this dude to do the paperwork. Alright, Brisway, we could build a defensive structure. I would not hate that. Having access to arcane battlements is pretty nice. We're 6 turns from being able to pop this. Yeah, I think we'll take arcane battlements. Do we want to spend the gold on that though? Because we are gonna need gold. We're just gonna need a lot of gold. We're just gonna need a lot of gold because we are gonna be working on. How are we gonna work on making this guy into knights or not? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna depend on how much gold we can get out of pillaging Colwell, which is gonna depend on if this comes in here to attack our carrion birds or not. But we could potentially just send this pikeman down to pillage this quarry. That's fine. You're not doing anything else, right? You guys doing anything after this? You want to go pillage something? I hear it's a good time. I hear it's a really good time. All right, yeah. Let's send the troops over there. Send this guy over here. We lost our entire hero squad in a brutal attempt to take a silver thing too early, and I think we're still gonna be okay. You're gonna lose this scout, but that's fine. That scout was probably dead. The Marleys were dead to begin with. So let's see. You are elite now for these peasant pikemen. It means they need 20 more turns to hit champion, though. That's not gonna happen. That is not gonna happen. But thanks for trying. Alright, so do you have enough frontliners? You got 2 frontliners, 2 supports, and the beefy boy. I think probably we're gonna kick the Astral Keeper out of this group and bring in the Defender and probably the Evoker. I think we want a little bit more damage on this group here. Just designing a stack with some flexibility in mind. And then you, I guess it doesn't matter which one of the tier 2 halberds we get. Either one pretty good. And then you definitely need some range / support. So getting the Sun Priest in here would be nice. And I guess we could take the Archer here. Not that an Archer is like a particularly great unit, but it gets it experience points, and that's not a bad thing. Do you have access to experienced troops? No, you do not have access to experienced troops. Alright. So you're not going to be getting experience with any of your friends. That's okay. Maybe we don't care about this Archer. Maybe we kick the Archer out so that we can bring this Night Guard in. Yeah, I'd rather get experience points on Night Guards than Archers. Night Guards are way better units. Abbey Vale can annex something, so we can annex this quarry. That's fine. With this Doom Depth Trench here, then we can build the conduit thing here, and then be mad that we didn't build the Doom Depth Trench there last turn, but that's, you know, that's fine. Not that big a deal. And we can add another farm, but our pops are done growing, so a quarry is just better. And we got Banshees. Oh, we can take Hold the Line too. Alright, so we have a lot of things that we can spend mana on now, because we have Banshees, we still want to get Joy Siphoners down, and we need to resurrect our last hero. So this is gonna be... Alright, how do we resurrect him? It's gonna be 350 mana to resurrect, so we'll just hold on to that. We'll just hold on to 350. And it looks like we are gonna be allowed to just pillage Colwell, which is gonna be great. The more money we can get, the better. This guy is gonna sweep through here and clear out this thing at the end, but we'll be able to run away next turn. So bravely ran away. Brave Sir Robin. And in one turn we're done with Town Hall Citadel, so then we can start doing knights, and that'll be really sick. Because they'll be veteran knights. I think they'll come out as veteran knights. Oh boy, and right on time, their army is coming across the border into Brisway. Alright. Alright, everybody. This is going to be the big fight over here. If we lose in this auto-resolve, then we will surrender to them, but I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay. Let's see. Let's find out. But I suspect that we have the resources necessary to fight that fight and win. It wouldn't hurt to have a Banshee. It would not hurt to have a Banshee, and we are not going to have time to get Joy Siphoners online, because they are going to be there next turn. So yeah, you know what? We'll summon a Banshee. Because they're going to be here next turn, so our plan of resurrecting the dude is not going to get us anywhere. But we did manage to get a Dark Knight, and they will be able to get there next turn. Awesome. Edgerton is our capital, and so now we can build knights. We can get them out in 2 turns. It says they're coming out as recruits, but I don't think that's accurate. I think we're gonna get +1 rank as Scion of Evil. Let's find out. We could take we could build so many things here, but I think our best bet is probably Tavern. Maybe it's just Tavern. It's gonna be a lot of stability. It's gonna be a lot of stability, and a lot of stability in your biggest city is not a bad thing. We could do another rally here and get a bunch more chaff to throw into the mix. We might want to do that actually, because we're gonna lose some units in this throwdown out here, kind of no matter what. Yeah, we're definitely gonna lose some units out there. So let's do that. Let's rally the lieges again. Let's take a warlock. Let's take a night guard, and let's take another astral keeper or a steel shaper. I wouldn't hate having a steel shaper, but astral keeper is gonna be stronger, I think. Nah, maybe it's just these two. Trickle them in. Abbeyvale is done, so we could build a defender here. I wouldn't hate that. Yeah, let's go ahead and actually, can we build a citadel? No, we need way more gold. We need so much gold. Walker, you spent all the gold and didn't kill the bad guy. Good guy? Whatever. The other player. Pillage province improvements. Good. And get the bird out of here. Just go home. Just go home, bird. And we'll have a Banshee for next round, so that should be good. Let's see where they go. Oh. They turning around? They are turning around. Oh, strong wall. That's a problem. They are turning around. Alright. We could spend 94 Imperium here pretty easily, because we have just an infinite amount of Imperium now. Oh, we should have used Rally of the Lieges. Walker, you should have used the Rally of the Lieges. Unsubscribe. Just unsubscribe. Just like leave something in the chat saying, Walker, I was having a great time, and then you forgot to do Rally of the Lieges bonus, and now we can't be friends. It's just the way it is. Can't be friends anymore. I appreciate that. I understand, chat. I understand. Combat casting points, I don't know. Crypt Blade would be pretty neat, though. I wouldn't hate having access to that on our hero. That would be a pretty meaningful upgrade in terms of our punchability in combat. So yeah, we'll take a Crypt Blade. I like it. I like Crypt Blade. What are you gonna do? Got some Crypt Blades, right? That's what you're gonna do. Get some Crypt Blades, get a Banshee. Now we're gonna start getting some tier 3 units again that'll hopefully help us out a little better. I'm kind of curious if the Haunted Hall is still damaged or not. I think they reset, but this is a good run for science, right? Run in there, lose your entire army, come back, hopefully win. If you don't, then you look pretty dumb. Edgerton produced a tavern. That's fine. I guess we could build a stone walls or a monolith. A manolith. Manolith would be pretty good. Or bathhouse. Bathhouse would also be really good. Bathhouse is great if you're starting with just like a bunch of knights. That's pretty good. Let's see. I think here channeling tower on this hut makes sense. Get us some more mana. And then I think we are actually okay to go ahead and start on Joy Siphoners, because it looks like the enemy has pulled back to Strongwall, which means that now the fight is going to be here in Colwell. They do have this little army a nuisancing choke point, so maybe we'll need to give some money towards a rally to reinforce them, but I don't think that this army is going to be able to kill a level 7 hero if we just give it some chaff. So we can just send in like some tier 1 units in a rally. It costs almost nothing. Alright, so we are through the Tome of the Doom Herald. I guess here probably do want more gold. So we could take some of these nature things, because that could give us another nice profitable way to spend Imperium, but we would need to get a lot of nature really quickly in order to get to Rite of the Guardian Spirit, and given that we didn't have a nature affinity hero pop up, does not seem like we're gonna get there. But I think I am gonna take tributaries, because 30 extra gold per turn looks like it's gonna be pretty good. And I think this means that we would prefer to pick up Inquisitors, considering that we are going to be able to recruit them. We have plenty of gold, or we will have plenty of gold.
Shall feel the wrath of our
Ooh, mass condemnation is research boosted, but that would mean giving up on Inquisitor for a little bit.
Shall be leaden with the weight of their wickedness.
Nah, I like Inquisitors. They're pretty good. And the problem with mass condemnation is that I don't know if the AI is actually going to cast it in combat or not. If they're not, then mass condemnation literally does nothing. Whereas Inquisitors, they're always good in auto resolve, right? They're spells and they do stuff. They're creatures and they do things. Right, so you are not a train hero, so it doesn't matter who you command. But I guess, oh, we did get the Storm Spirit, thank goodness. And we've got these guys here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take our level 5 dude who is not like an actual trainer, and I'm gonna go down here and explore. Yes, indeed it did maintain the damage on those units, so we can take this. That is a big deal. That means we definitely want to send our high tier units down here just to get experience points off of this. I think we'll take the Banshee in as well. And our commander. And it looks like maybe another frontliner wouldn't be bad, or another, yeah, probably another frontliner wouldn't be bad. Storm Spirit has 85. Go for it. You guys will do fine. Auto battle. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so we can get 307 gold. We can get a Smoldering Axe, which is a tier 3 weapon. We currently do not have a weapon really at all for us, So I think we're going to take that. Yeah, that's definitely going to be it. Smoldering Axe. Let's go. Thank God. Oh, baby, that's huge. And we, oh, right, we should have given you Crypt Blade earlier, but that's okay. As it turns out, did not matter. And now we have access to endurance training. That's really sick. That is really sick. 2, 3, 4. So this is Tristane's army here. It looks like it's got 2 shock units and a Banshee, so I probably want another defender or maybe a halberdier, but we definitely want a support unit here. So yeah, you come on down. And that's 81, that's 98 HP on this defender. That's a lot of HP on a defender. Yeah, let's work that army up. And now, when Brisway grows, we could pick up Haunted Halls, or we could just click Attract Population right now. I think that's worth it. Because it's going to get us access to some pretty good stuff in the event that this game goes to turn 50. Now we just need 3 more turns in order to hit Siege Specialization. Alright, good. I'm kind of glad that we didn't get the silver earlier, because then the game probably would have been over just right there. Frost Evoker is pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I think that's probably the way to go. I think that's the way to go. You're good there, you're good there. Yeah, this is gonna be fine. I'm gonna say this is gonna be fine for like 20 minutes and then we'll get attacked and die. But don't worry about it. Everything's great. Again, those lower tier units, I just don't think we're gonna have the time to train them up all the way, and we want to get experience points on our higher tier stuff right now. So bring the Bannermen in. I don't think we want 3 support style units there. That sounds like it's asking for trouble as a stack. So we'll bring the Halberdiers down and bring one of these defenders in. And now we've got an Evoker. Let's kick these guys out. And we have a 3 size here with some defenders and stuff. Yeah, bring this guy in. And bring this guy in. And there we go. We got a stack of 6 tier 1 units that can be used to pillage. And we can't repair this mine because we don't have any gold. But we have our main stack reformed, and in a couple of turns we'll have enough gold to resurrect our last dude with the size 4 sword. Walker, it's not a size, it's a tier. That doesn't matter. It's the same thing. It is the exact same thing, I can assure you. And in the event that Strongwall is just like hanging out back there, we can attack Colwell. I'm not above that. In fact, I'm like literally right there, actually. Well. Alright. I guess in that case, we're gonna take these guys. Form this. This will be our defensive stack here, and then our main stack is just gonna go down and turn Colwell into a vassal, because that would be a pretty meaningful swing. We are aiming to achieve highest overall ranking by turn 50, but it looks like we'll get there, especially if we can flip this city. Strongwell's at 160 defense though, so we're gonna need a fortune to throw at them in terms of siege weapons. Oh, they're back. So there's some tier 3s. They're the bastions. I don't think we're gonna get into range to like direct fight them just yet. I think we're just gonna mirror them right here because we are gaining a lot of experience on these. And although we have tier 3s and tier 2s mixed, I think we're ahead in terms of resources in this war. Because we're working on knights now. We have 3 knights now. Jeez. So many knights. We got storm spirits too. Party time. Party time. Domain is being invaded. That's okay. That's okay. We have plenty of Imperium. We could still click this, but I think the useful space for tier 1 units has flown by us. Although getting to this would be huge. Natural recovery is a really big deal in terms of keeping your troops alive. And getting that bonus for gold wouldn't actually be bad either. But Edgerton has built a bathhouse now, so now our knights are going to be even more disgusting. Ooh, or we just build an Inquisitor. Yeah, let's build an Inquisitor. We researched them. You might as well build them, Walker. You got Inquisitors that you can build. 140 gold for one of them, though. Yeah, I think a couple of Storm Spirits and a couple of Knights, plus some Inquisitors, sounds like the way to go against a bunch of Bastions. Edgerton is okay. I don't think we need to build any sort of infrastructure out here. Maybe we build a channeling tower on this quarry. I guess that's okay. Channeling tower gets you more mana, and we do like kind of need an insane amount of mana at this point. And that doesn't even set us back on an Inquisitor, because we were 2 gold short this turn, and we'll be plenty over next turn. Yeah, you heal. You heal. You heal. So there's a quarry that isn't ruined. There's a quarry that isn't ruined. Alright. It is long past time that although we did pick this thing for vision, you need to also take advanced sensing, so that way you can just detect enemy units a lot more effectively. There's some in Colwell, but I think they're going to be far enough away that we should be able to pillage this. Or not that. Maybe we should be able to pillage this. The thing that is a pillageable improvement, Walker. And those tier 1s, those are going to be fine backup, I guess. Yeah, they'll be fine reservists. Ideally, we don't fight them this turn. Ideally, they just, like, wander around out here waiting for us to cast Joy Siphoners, because, oh my god. Joy Siphoners is going to be pretty good. We got Vassalage with Keystone. Great. I don't think we're going to spend a bunch of money, or a bunch of mana for a little bit of gold, but I think this is okay. It still helps us out in our goals. Although it does set us back in terms of our mana that we need to resurrect that last hero. Which I do still want to do. I do still want to do that. Yeah, alright, so let's trade for some more mana with Choke Point. That's a good thing to do here. Quentin we already have a trade with. And that is going to be a nice advantage to conquering Colwell if we can do it. But it might not even be necessary. That's the other thing, is if we get a really, really good fight here and we wipe their army and don't lose anything, we'll just heal for a turn or two and then attack Strongwall. It'll be a long siege, but I think it'll be worth it. We do not have the Conflux Elixir. That's okay. Cruel Weaponry is pretty neat. Mass Condemnation still has the research bonus, so we'll take that. And there's our next knight to buff up our army. Yeah, we're gonna have some tier 3s for sure, despite losing a bunch of them. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. You can lose a lot of... People are like talking about how you have to like preserve everything on brutal difficulty, but It kind of depends. It really does kind of depend. Like there are definitely settings where you can get away with losing a lot of things and still have a challenging game. Because brutal just like it slows you down, but it, as I said at the beginning of the stream, it's symmetrical, and so it just slows down the AI too. Which in multiplayer is just like super bad. You don't want to, it slows you down and doesn't make the game any harder, just slower. Let's see. Yeah, just heal. Everyone just hang out. Everyone just hang out and watch us cast Joy Siphoners. Right, Tugrum? No, not right, Tugrum. Wait, how are you attacking this with... Oh, it's because that's in a city for a siege. Betrayed. And we can't even retreat. Oh my god, Walker. Forgot that it won't reinforce out of a city, but it didn't matter. We won the battle anyway. Oh my god. Oh no, AI. This is gonna go no bueno for you. But yeah, if your troops are inside the city and you have troops outside the city, troops inside the city will not reinforce out. I don't know if that's an intended behavior or not. I don't know if that's good or not. I think that it creates some interesting tension in regards to like where you should put your troops, but it's also like really punishing if you forget what you're doing. As it turns out, it was okay. But it can be rough if you're not paying attention. Cruel weaponry is mostly a win more thing. It's not that important, but given that we did just destroy their main stack, I do not hate doing that. I do not hate doing that. Let's see. This is one support unit and a bunch of frontliners. So I guess we could give another support unit over. And this is 2 support units and a bunch of frontliners. So I guess you get these 2. It's okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right. There we go. Let's auto resolve this one. This again might cost us this Storm Spirit, but I don't think it will. And if it does, we have knights. Good. It in fact did not. So now, I guess we'll kick the Storm Spirit out temporarily just for this fight. Bring a defender in, so that way we have that knight preserved for the fight. But yeah, now we're just gonna heal up and attack Strongwall. There it is. Oh my god. I even did that without casting Cruel Weaponry. That was kind of dumb. Yeah, let's just cast Cruel Weaponry before I forget to do it again. But now we're just going to march our troops all the way to Strongwall, put up the massive siege weapons that we can build, including an onager, of course, for the main siege. And then whenever that siege fires, we will watch the replay of the battle. I wish there was... I guess we could click manual and then just click... like over to AI. I wouldn't hate doing that. Condemn seems like it'll be okay. Defensive training seems like it would be all right. I'm gonna take condemn here. I think the fact that we have zeal going on means that we want to make sure that we're maximizing our value there. And boy, yeah, given that their army just got destroyed, I feel like we're in pretty good shape to just move out. Bring this guy back. And, yeah, you go forward and just hang out here. Hang out here. Guard in the middle. And a hero leveled up. Oh boy, did they ever. Did they ever. We could take Stand Together or Restore. I wouldn't hate either of those, actually. Yeah, we'll take Stand Together. Ruler leveled up twice. Level 9. I guess we want Spur to Action, so we'll take something here. They'll get 10% damage. That's okay. Or minus 20 upkeep. That's also pretty good. But nah, I think we'll take damage. And then we can take spurt action. Done. This is going to be a pretty interesting fight, but I think we're gonna have it. I think we're gonna have it. Despite losing all of our heroes on like turn 30, I think we're gonna be okay. Now we get to pick a tier 3 tome. It's not probably gonna matter given that we are gonna be besieging their capital momentarily. Just kind of curious if there's anything that we want in terms of economy, but I don't think so. I think it's gonna be just besiege them and get it done. Keeper's Mark is pretty good, and Sanctuary is a very nice power. I don't think we need soul stuff. Cold Dark is like cute, I guess. So yeah, let's take Sanctuary. I think this is our best bang for our buck.
My faith is my shield.
Anointed People.
By love.
3 extra status resistance is pretty rude. Keeper's Mark is also pretty ridiculous because this is going to be a huge bonus in this fight. Our troops are going to stay unable to die for a turn. But this is better if you can get it earlier. I think here, Anointed People makes sense. Orders required. Alright. So we're probably not gonna need to capture Colwell here, so we're just gonna pillage, and I guess the scout is just gonna like hang out over here. Yeah, scout's gonna just hang out. Scout's gonna like do scout stuff, and we'll send that Inquisitor over. I think the Inquisitor will get to the field before the siege is over, but I don't know about the next one. I guess it is a 160, which is quite the amount of wall to chew through, but we're gonna need some gold because we're gonna want to make sure that we can set 3 siege things here, including onagers, which is 250. So that we don't want to spend all of our money on units. We want to spend some on actually breaking in. Oh, but these tier 1 units can go on they can have a pillage party. They can have a pillage party. They will have so much fun. Let's see. We could now cast, like, Summon Banshee, I guess? Or we could just cast a Prelude of Doom and hold it up, but I think I want to save mana, so that way we can resurrect our last hero. Because I'd like to have our last hero in the mix if we can afford it. A little bit of extra draft, that's okay. That's the way to go. Is there anything here that we can use to boost our mana? +5 combat casting points is not gonna do it. Stability would be a little bit of bonus, but not like a huge one. Nah, we'll just save the Imperium. Sometimes that's all you do. Just save your Imperium. And we'll send this pike back to guard Edgerton. Get that Inquisitor in there. Go, go, go. Alright, let's see. Let's move over here. Get a little closer. Come on, darling. Get a little closer now. Just spoken word poetry versions of songs from long ago. That's what you'll get here on We Play Games. No. Alright, let's go repair that improvement and start pillaging some stuff. We want to make sure that we pillage the Spelljammer before the siege fires regardless, because you do not want to fight in a siege where you have to fight through a Spelljammer. It's insanely painful. Trust me on that one. I guess we could send these tier 2 units here? Nah, just hang out. Just hang out. In case anybody tries to attack, you're gonna be happy that you're here. Yeah, they'll be happy they're here. Alright, new empire development skill available, so we can take 200 mana knowledge upon conquest of a city, but that's not really going to do anything, because once we conquer their throne, they will die. Ooh, we could take a Scald, or we could just pay a bunch of Imperium that we're not using to reach bonded vassalage immediately. I mean, we don't even really need a Scald now. It is a little late into the war for us to pick up value there, so sure, we'll take bonded vassalage. It does not hurt. And pillage. And pillage. And go down there and do some more pillaging. You guys will love it. You guys love pillaging stuff. Gets you so much gold. You'll feel amazing. Pillage a bunch of things. Maybe resurrect your dead hero who you threw away for nothing. You know, like hashtag stuff. Hashtag stuff, guys. You know how it is. Alright, we could even unequip here and throw a wolf on this dude, just so he gets to the front a little faster, because now he's going to have 48 movement next turn. That's worth it. We can equip the sword when we get home, when we get to the front. Edgerton is ready to build. I think if we were to build anything at this point, it would be a rushed sanctuary, but I don't know if we have the mana to do that, so I think we're just gonna build a library and a knight, because that's actually has the movement speed to potentially get to the front. How did that fleet or that army we saw moving around, it just kind of disappeared? Maybe they pulled it back. That wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world for the AI to do there. And we will send this over to pillage the builder's quarters. Doing some economic damage, worth it. Oh, great. So we can take this Wayfinder enchantment. It costs like basically 0 knowledge, but it still counts as a research towards unlocking our next home. So that is going to be really, really helpful. And we're moving that Inquisitor in. That's great. That's so great. I'm so excited. Go pillage a farm. Cool. Man, is this going to be enough money for us to get a good siege here? Because we need onagers and like everything. I think we need one more turn worth of gold before we can lay siege to Strongwall reasonably, because we need to be able to just spend resources on that siege. Yeah, we need to be able to spend resources on that siege. So just hang out for a little bit. Just hang out for a little bit. Get your resources together. It's turn 41. This will be fine. Empire development skill. So we could take this to instantly regain all hit points, and non-hero units get +1 rank. That definitely is worth considering. But if we were about to take a big fight, I'd be more inclined to save it. Given that we're not about to take a big fight, maybe we do just use it. I don't know. Let's see. Let's bring the siege army in. Let's bring it in. Let's get it started. Oh, right. And on that note, no, not F1. Not F1, escape. Let's bring our other hero in. We want to make sure that this guy gets to be a part of the fight. And there's another Inquisitor. Good. Do we want to bring these guys forward? I guess. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't think they have the strength necessary to break through that in one turn. Let's do some more pillaging. Go pillage this. Go over here. And then, let's see. with that underway, now we want to line up our actual siege units, because this is where we're attacking them. I think we're going to want to make space for these guys in these armies, but there's some pretty obvious drops that we can work in. So yeah, let's just get this part going here. And the Inquisitor, I guess, could replace the Astral Keeper in this stack. Yeah. Looks like you can replace the Astral Keeper there. And I guess we're going to phase this Astral Keeper just like out of the army because it's just a bronze. Alright, let's start. It says a 16 turn siege, but we will not let that happen because we are going to add some equipment here. We're going to add construct onagers for sure. I think we're going to add... So we could add sabotage support, but that doesn't add any siege speed, whereas tower bombardment does add siege speed. So that seems pretty good. Break battlements adds siege speed. Break wall... Yeah, sabotage support is +2. Oh, right, it's +2. Is that better than tower bombardment? Is tower bombardment actually going to be worth it here? Maybe not. Maybe we take sabotage support and undermining the walls. Yeah, let's do this. That's 9 turns until breach. That means we'll be done with the breach on turn 51. That seems like a plenty reasonable place for us to wrap that up. So we didn't really get to the point where we were doing just a ton of research in the game. That's kind of, depending on the size of the map, something that you should expect. Because there's just not a lot of opportunity for you to need to do research in a 20-player game or in a 2-player game or whatever. But in a smaller game, it can be, or in a larger game, it can be pretty critical. You want to try that again, Walker? You could do another take. I don't think so. I don't think it's necessary. Tell me if you think I'm wrong, but I don't think it's necessary. I think everything's fine. Yeah, we'll move that astral dude over there, and now we have another Inquisitor for the siege. And because this is a 9-turn siege, we're definitely gonna be able to get this this hero and this extra knight. If we had another Inquisitor going, we could get the other Inquisitor going too. But I think we're gonna pick up Anointed People. Are we gonna get enough mana for this before the siege? We should. Yeah, we should. We should get enough mana before the siege. And enough casting speed to do it too. Pillage the School of Cryomancy and the Doom Depth Trench. Just pillage their entire society, burn it to the ground. Builder's quarters, that's good. A treaty has expired. We're not trading for food anymore. A treaty has expired is the text there. That it is true. You are correct. Salvation would be a nice little bonus for us to get in a big battle, I guess. It does slow down our research to be researching something like expensive, but if it's expensive and useful and the AI actually uses it in battle, then that would be nice. Let's take an Inquisitor here. And we'll take another Inquisitor. I think 3 is fine. Maybe 4. Maybe 5, 6. I don't know. We'll have a lot of Inquisitors. That'll be pretty good. It's usually pretty strong. And now we will... maybe we just drop this one down here. We don't really need 10,000 of them. And this does save gold to actually be funneled into a channeling tower out here, which we will definitely get great value out of. It's a lot of mana that we're going to get access to. And we will want to do a fanatical workforce here to make sure that this gets done as quickly as possible, because that'll work on the channeling tower, and if we end up with time, then time to do a Doom Depth Trench right here too, or right here. Either one would be really great. Oh, I didn't even build a levee here for poor Brisway. Walker didn't even build a levee. Edgerton is okay. Yeah, you just build some merchandise. You'll feel great building some merchandise. could annex another province. I guess. I guess this is a good reason to clear out Temple of the Tome a little while ago, but that ship has set sail. 8 turns until the breach. That's good. I like that. That means that we're going to have time not only to cast Anointed People before the siege, but we'll also have time probably to set up double Prelude of Doom. That would be a really sick way to hurt these guys in this fight. Oh no, they ambushed our burb. Just because our burb went to burn down their builder's tower. That's rude. Extremely rude. Alright, so we got our knights coming in. And now, finally, our last dude is here to command. So you switch over to Anathema. That's all good. Who's our commander who doesn't train? You are our commander who does not train. Actually, you should still be in the army, but you'll replace... I guess the Evoker is probably the weakest unit here. Yeah, Evoker's probably the weakest unit in this 18 stack. That's what it looks like. So bring 2 heroes back, and now we've got the gangs all back together. That's the saying. The gang is all back together. The long pause. But we do have a pretty strong defender here that we can swap in. I think... Let's see. Yeah, you get out of here. Just a tier 2, rank 2. Tier 2, rank 2. Just a trash unit. I guess we could keep just pillaging. I mean, like, what's to stop us? Who is to stop us? These are just tier 1 units. If they get ambushed and killed by the defenders, then they get ambushed and killed by the defenders. We have a backup stack of tier 2s now, so go forth and pillage my minions. My horrible minions. Alright, there we go. We are 2 mana short of Anointed People. 2 mana short. Alright, well, whatever. We can cast Inquisitor Zeal, which I don't think that's actually going to do anything in this, but maybe Inquisitor Zeal is going to be a helpful push over the threshold regardless. Alright, so it's going to be 4 turns for Anointed People, 6 turns for the Siege. So yeah, we can cast Anointed People, and then we can cast double Doom on these guys, and hopefully have a pretty easy win. Yeah, go ahead and just keep pillaging. I love pillaging. I don't know, I love being evil in Age of Wonders 4. It feels very strong. This is a tier 3 and a tier 1, so that is actually a reasonable army that could kill one of these guys pretty easily, but I don't know, 6 turns till breach. Maybe it's most useful for us to just be rude. Just pillage as much as you can. Make them come to you. Yeah. They will now come to us, and they will now kill those poor archers. They've been with us all game. One of them's legendary. There's a legendary archer, and you're throwing it away like it's nothing, Walker. It is. It is nothing. It is nothing, Walker. Thank you. Because now we've got 2 more tier 3 units incoming for this frontline battle. God, this is going to be an absolute massacre. No, that's okay. Is there anybody down here in this underground that we should have checked in on? Maybe. There's probably like a miner sip down here. Nope. Just a spider. Just a spider just vibing. You know, spider vibing. That's a real saying that I've heard people say. Mana is coming online. Gold. We've got infinite gold now, so we could, I guess, just keep recruiting stuff. Or I guess we could recruit another hero. We could recruit another hero. It'd be really expensive, but we could do that next turn because that hero would get to strong wall before the walls fall. And a level 7 hero would be really neat. Yeah, there's the archer is getting killed. That's okay. The pillage party had to end eventually. Swords into plowshares. Why would we take Mark of the Dove? Plus 10 alignment? Do you have any idea what you're talking about? Absolutely not. Yeah, minus 28 stability is not great, but we got a bajillion Imperium. Just throw it at that. Done. Vassals gain +1 allegiance. Instantly gain 500 knowledge is pretty good. Other empires' vassals to gain stuff. You can read this on your own, but it's more fun to watch somebody read it to you, I think. That's the lesson that I've learned. I think we're gonna take the 500 knowledge. It's just gonna speed us along in terms of our research. It's not as big as you'd think, just because like we're 264, but hey, that's 2 turns of research that we get for free. I don't hate it. Especially because it gives us another tier 3 here. Oh man, another tier 3. I don't know if I want Whiteborn though, because that will make us undead. I think we need more ways to deal with bastions. I think we just need Tyrant Knights. They're cool. People like Tyrant Knights.
To the righteous.
Let me know if you like Tyrant Knights. I like Tyrant Knights. I think they're fun. And we do have Intimidating Aura here, which works really well with our cruel stuff. So I think that's useful. Even though we are probably gonna just end the game by sieging down their capital, you want to play it carefully because pretend like there's another player out there somewhere, right? Yeah, just pretend like there's another player out there. Alright, so these peasants, you know, peasants, you guys just like hang out here. You don't really have anything else to do other than just like watch to see if anyone comes out of the darkness. But you can camp on the Spelljammer. I don't want to even come up with a way that they could repair the Spelljammer, but I do not want that to happen. That would be a big problem. And we'll just occupy the builders' quarters too, even though it is pillaged. Oh, hey, Eileen. It's turn 46, so I got maybe 20 minutes left. All right, so that's good. We could send this army out here to spook off these guys so that we can keep pillaging, but I don't think that's necessary. Yeah, we'll just wait. And we can bring in some more tier 3s. Great. So we can drop you. Yeah, you get out of here, defender. Wait, how do you can't move through your own units there? I refuse to believe that. There we go. Move those defenders, bring another Inquisitor up. And now we have a knight that we can drop into the mix. I wouldn't hate having a knight here on this army. Let's kick our lowest level defender out. Sorry, defender. You guys are great and now not important. Especially because we have another Inquisitor coming in. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll have to kick somebody else out of this. Oh, wait, 1 Inquisitor, 2 Inquisitor, 3 Inquisitor, 4? We have 4 Inquisitors? Alright, that'll be good. That'll be good. Okay. Message received. Might be ready to end your war. Yeah, I imagine you probably are, huh? That would make sense. That would check out, but I don't know, buddy. I don't think that's gonna happen. They're gonna take Strongwall. If these jerks just run away and make us come over here and siege Wall, then I am gonna raze their city to the ground, because that would just be insanely rude. We even have an extra city slot ready for this, but if they just run away and are rude, then we're gonna punish them for it. Let's see. Edgerton, I guess probably should build something just so we're not spending time doing nothing. Let's build a seat of sanctuary is not terrible actually. Yeah, let's build a sanctuary. And then once this is done, we can do Fanatic here again. That's good. You just wait. Give the new Inquisitor to come in. I think the Inquisitor here makes sense over a rank 2 Halberdier. Does that make sense to me? Yeah, that makes sense to me. Let's do it. Oh, we've just so many units to throw at stuff. So many units to throw at stuff. That is a consequence, of course, of the way we were playing, where we were playing on normal low settings, but I think it really does just make the game faster rather than necessarily easier. And, oh, dang it, I should have recruited another hero last round. Yeah, oops. Alright, well, we'll do it now. We definitely have a gold. Fortified, I don't care about that. Hero of the Meek, don't really care about that. Arrogant, don't really care about that. Militarist, that's reasonable. Beastmaster, that's reasonable. Elementalist is okay. Spell Thief is pretty good. Let's see. What do these guys have in terms of they're starting with Visions of Woe? That's pretty good. Frostfire Detonation is pretty nice. I like magic damage here just because we are fighting against bastions, and so I think that's going to make me take one of those casters over there. But if one of these guys has Summon Elemental, then I might take that instead. Master Rejuvenation is not what we're looking for. Neither is Reckless Rage. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna take one of these casters. Let's take the Spell Thief. That's pretty cool. I think that's a neat ability. And you get to be there for the big battle. You'll be there in 3 turns with another level 7 unit. A trade proposal. Decline. Get out of here. Take your truce and stuff it. Choke point. I guess now we could take some knowledge. Yeah, now we can take some knowledge. And a new rally has started too, so we can take some tier 3 units, but we do not have the gold, so we'll have to do that next turn or whatever. You have another Whispering Stone back? Alright, well, we will give yet another Whispering Stone to one of our cities. Never a bad thing. Let's see. That means that this is their main stack here, right? So if we can be positioned to attack them right after the siege, I'll feel great. That would be fantastic. That'd be so good. Tier 2's reservists. Just a bunch of tier 2 reservists. That's pretty good. Pillage that improvement. Alright, they are moving in, and it looks like they are going to attack. Oh my god, they are going to attack us with everything. Alright, let's see this battle. Auto combat. I think we're going to win it. It was a low risk battle. We did not get our big bonuses or big buff down, but oh yeah, we completely TPK'd them. I would not be surprised to learn that that was due to a morale failure on their part. We are fighting with some pretty nice morale bonuses. But now we have anointed people in addition to everything else. That's pretty good. And we can do Prelude of Doom on their strongest stacks. Let's identify which... I think it's probably this Banshee over here, honestly. Because there's a tier 3... Oh, they're not going to be able to defend, again, because they are inside the city. That is going to be a problem for you guys. Be a big problem for you guys. So yeah, we can move some troops around, get us healthier towards the front. Brother, your HP is making me nervous. I guess we'll give you the berserking belt, because I don't want you to die. That would be annoying. But yeah, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. There we go. Alright, great. So our troops did take just a buttload of damage that they probably did not need to. But that's okay, because we are going to have the opportunity to heal these guys and just finish the siege in 2 turns. And the AI is here, so we should be able to knock them out. I'm not going to cast the Prelude of Doom. Our hero did level up to level 9. No, this one's level 7. This is our support caster. Right. So our support caster has literally nothing but support spells right now, so we don't need to get any sort of upgrades there. So we can take Fire Evocation. That's fine. And we can even give you a Spirit Orb too instead of your low-level sword shield combo. Give you a little more range in this stack. And then we can probably heal. Yeah, let's heal. Let's super heal. Let's nature heal. Plus 15. Oh, right. Let's really super heal. Let's just click right. Done. Right. Yeah, you can heal all of your units for just the low cost of 250 Imperium Dedoy. And we have oh man, we have legendary units now. Yeah, this is gonna be a messed up end. We're level 9 here with this guy. I think defensive training's fine. Yeah, let's take defensive training for our Lord of War. And, you know, I suspect it does not matter. I suspect that whatever we build in Brisway will probably not get finished before this game is over. So let's just build some merchandise here. Move this hero ever closer to the battle that just happened, and therefore they don't get to be a part of it. Maybe we send these reservists actually around to just like corral off anybody else. That's probably their best bet, or their best use actually. Yeah, that's almost certainly their best use. We'll still park 1 on the Spelljammer because again, it's a Spelljammer. Don't mess around with them. They're really annoying. But now our reserves can just pour in and destroy them. And we could cast Prelude of Doom, but I like holding it up until this battle is actually over. 1 turn until the siege is done, and we're going to be undermine the walls, sabotage support, and onagers. Should be pretty easy. Colwell has sent a war party. I mean, that's annoying. That is annoying. But I think it will be okay, because it's 1 more turn before we get Strongwall through. Do we have enough to cast Intimidating Aura? We do have enough to cast Intimidating Aura, baby. That is going to make this really messed up. Because with Intimidating Aura and Call the Weak online, I don't know. Things do not seem to be going well for Strongwall. They were able to hold off forever because of their annoying bonuses, but that is not enough. You need more than holding out forever. Oh, and of course, because we clicked the thing, our pikes upgraded. That's a really powerful and important thing to keep in mind. Upgrading your units. Upgrading your units. It's usually pretty good. We'll send these zealots around. And I think that'll be that. Yep, they've got 2 6 stacks here. But that's not enough. That they will die this turn. Nope, we're not attacking just yet. We are going to cast Prelude of Doom on each of these stacks independently, just to dramatically reduce their morale. And we will bring our level 7 hero here with an arc fire orb and literally nothing else in. But an arc fire orb and literally nothing else and level 7 hero makes you stronger than some of the stuff out here. Although boy, we already have silver inquisitors there. Are you stronger than a defender? I mean, probably. You gotta be stronger than a legendary defender. Yeah, you gotta be stronger than a legendary defender. Legendary defender, you did a great job. We're all real proud of you. Attack. We have 5, 7, 7, 9, 9. This should be a pretty easy one here. Auto combat. Alright, there we go. Victory, and we've taken the capital and eliminated the last wizard. And oh my god, I told Eileen that this is going to be over at like 9 o'clock, and unbelievably, it is like 9 o'clock. I have done this before. Even if you lose troops to silver, it's not the end of the world. And sometimes you don't. Sometimes you take that like turn 25, 30 silver roll, and you succeed. Generally speaking, it's harder if you don't get a banner, but if you get a banner and you get a couple of minor cities that you attack and sack and can get some good equipment for your units, then you can take really early silvers on PvP standard. Keep that in mind. But I think that Age of Wonders 4 as a roguelike is actually just like a really fun thing conceptually. You just play it through, and in the event that you lose a bunch of stuff in an auto-resolve, then guess what? You lose a bunch of stuff in an auto-resolve. I think it's way more fun that way, but that is a consequence of having played PvP. On that note, before I leave, I am going to be doing PvP tomorrow with Winslaya in his group. We're going to be finishing up a PvP campaign from earlier. We're just doing like some big manual battling, so if you like manual battles in Age of Wonders 4, then check that stream out. But then after that, we're probably going to do some more multiplayer stuff. We'll see if Saturday is going to be consistently multiplayer, but we'll see if Friday is consistently multiplayer, or if we do single player streams. It'll just kind of depend on how people feel. But I love doing these sort of fast roguelike 4X things, because it's just a fun combination of game genres that I love. And just so we're clearing it out, you do get a lot of Pantheon for doing some quick victories like that, which is going to be great, because I want to unlock all this stuff. There's some fun things in here for us to unlock. And hopefully there will be more fun things for us to unlock moving forward.